Hello, everyone. Welcome back, episode 6. Where the heck has time gone? Oh, apologies for the slight delay in starting. We had gremlins in the system. Well, no, we didn't have gremlins in the system. I had a panic attack. There was gremlins in the system and had to double check everything about 14 times before I was committed to actually starting.
That's the problem. You're feeding them after midnight.
Yep. So hopefully everyone's seeing this. It is just my paranoia. Yeah, it's exciting to be here, especially after we left off last episode. I can't wait to see how things are going to unfold. My name is Hedgehog. I'm online in all places as Hedgehog or Hedgehog UK, depending on whether some person has gotten there before me once upon a time. Unfortunately, I thought Hedgehog was quite original, and then I went to Twitter and realised that actually wasn't original. Someone had already taken that. Also, if you do try and search me, as I discovered while getting a link for Blue Sky, if you type in Hedgehog, you get a lot of Sonic accounts. An awful lot of them. It was like, okay, I seem to have found my crowd, apparently.
Wait, you didn't name yourself after your Sonic OC?
No!
Right, okay. Oh, I was having different... I've misjudged you massively.
If I was a Sonic person, my OC would be a villain, okay? Because I'm not for that shit. I can say that because my fiance is not here and he really likes Sonic, so I can now say exactly how I feel about the thing, and not get abuse lobbed at me. Yes.
Did you not know it's Sonic's 30th anniversary? That's a joke that's only like one person in the world's going to get. Ignore me, I'm going to stop talking.
Well, no, keep talking. Like, you can start the introductions.
Hello, everyone. I'm Callum. You can find me on the internet at Theatre Callum everywhere because I am doing effective branding. Despite the fact that I do other things other than theatre, but don't criticize me, okay? Don't overthink it. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be here. I won't be here next week. I'm going to be so sad when I'm hanging out with my friends and going to be like, what's wrong? I'm going to be like, I'm here instead of playing VTM, you selfish people.
Shameful display.
Absolutely shameful display that they wouldn't give up their time for me.
Okay. That's a choice.
One day this character will drop. Not today. That's me.
Awesome.
That would
be a Nez.
Oh God, you caught me while accessorizing. Oh my God. I'm so vulnerable. Anyway, hi. My name is Inez. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I will be playing inverted Valerian. No. I wear different shoes. Because tonight's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm very excited. And I hope you are too. So let's get on with it.
Yeah. Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna or Riley, whichever you prefer. I use they them pronouns, and I play Dominic, our favorite himbo who has absolutely not put the coterie in massive danger. And you can find me anywhere at Peculiar Planets, except for on Tumblr, because someone stole that username. Pretty sure from me. But it's you'll find it. I'm pretty sure because when I came up with this username, there was
when they stole it. I found them. I'm just waiting, just counting the seconds until I can take them out.
It was an inactive account as well, and I can't seem to like report it to get rid of it or something. But yeah, it's fine. But yeah, that's me.
Well, one day we'll get it back. Last but not least, we have Blue.
Hello, I'm Blue. You can find me on the internet under Sanguis Blue on pretty much everything. Because I also have some semblance of branding and have managed to maintain it. And I will be playing Leto. We are both she, her pronouns.
Awesome. Now, who wants to have a crack at doing the summary? As I call it, outsourcing my responsibilities. I don't have many jobs on this show, but if I can get out of, outsourcing it to someone, I will.
I don't have enough notes for it. That's the problem.
Here's the thing,
Okay, I
Tom
can-
does
I
it
can-
so well.
Well, or I could give like, I could give like what Dom's idea is like in character of what happened.
I'm trying to remember what everyone else was doing. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know what I did. I know what Blue was doing for most of it. What Leto and Morgan were doing was pretty easy. But I'm like, did you two do anything of consequence before we showed up? Or not?
I went to a
I don't
audition with like people.
He went to a
Okay.
pretty significant thing where, maybe they're Inquisition, it's no big deal.
Okay, so last time on London Towerfall, not the other way around. So after leaving the Shard with a boat full of evidence, Leto and Morgan had a discussion about what their plan was, and Leto suggested they go to the pig station to go and use their crime lab, which they did to find some information on the files about lots of things. Meanwhile, someone was coming back from seeing their mums, which we were in the middle of work. You could have waited, and then because we'd sent them away. Oh yeah, of course, duh. Dom went to go and see a freaking theatre troupe to audition for. Was very confused when they were suggesting that they knew that Dom was a vampire and assumed that they were Inquisition and being really unsubtle about it, rather than all being vampires and just trying to signal in groupness. What we learned is that Dom is a clockable vampire. Sorry, I've had that joke in my head for 2 weeks. Okay. Then that all resolved after having a phone call with Valerian, where Valerian's like, trust your gut. Even though the gut was saying, this is a trap, get the fuck out. Dom did not listen to their gut, and in fact went back in to talk to the actors, where they were sort of nice. But maybe they were suggesting that Dom deserved a better coterie, so they should join them, join us, and join the dark side of the Force. And then while that was happening, Leto did some CSI bullshit and found out that the people who printed off the documents no longer exist. It's a part of the department that no longer exists. Found a bunch of names I do not remember. One's an MP, one's a head detective, one works for the House of Commons, which might be the MP, but that could be a different thing. And then one there was no information of at all. Who would all handled these files before the vampires did, because the vampires either don't leave fingerprints or weren't on the record. I think it's actually they don't leave fingerprints. I may have to check that in the law, but I'm pretty sure that vampires don't leave fingerprints in this universe.
They don't.
There we go. Great. Do you know how I know that? Because I was watching your stream yesterday. Anyway, we all of us ended up back at base with Valerian, but Dom showed up first, and they had a chat about some meaningless bullshit. Anyway, then listen, this is no notes off the top of my head. Meanwhile, Leto and Morgan showed up, and on the way back, that's it. They found out there were plans to attack all the strongholds of the different vampires, because all the vampires groupings have taken over old Camarilla's territory from before the Second Inquisition. They decided to take the information to Valerian to hand off to the different factions, but because there was an interaction between Leto and Morgan where Leto wanted to leave some information for her pig buddy, Morgan was like, nah, that's just bullshit. I've had enough of your scheming. I thought we were in this together, but I always knew we weren't in this together. Fuck you, fuck you. So Morgan attempted to inform Quinn of the information, but didn't go through because it's very clear that Quinn gave Morgan the incorrect number on purpose. Anyway, once they arrived back and handed out all the information about what was going on, Morgan had a strop because they were angry at everyone, but specifically Dom because Dom was a massive hazard. They ran off. Leto chased after them and was like, listen, I know that you're moody right now, but could you go and be a Black Veil Bride elsewhere another time? We need to stay together right now because, we're kind of under attack. So after everyone did some more talking and no one came up with a good plan, Morgan was like, oh, for fuck's sake, I guess I've got to come up with a plan. So Morgan showed up and was like, listen, gang, I've got a plan. And then Leto left during the plan. So Leto's gone off to go and meet up with Kitt because the plan that we're doing involves meeting up with Quinn and their faction at the same place that Kitt is currently hiding. Kitt, who was the leader of the Clapton Ravagers, who did not die, but we all think that, well, we don't even know that they didn't die, we just kind of don't know where they are. But Leto had saved several episodes earlier, and that's what happened last time.
Wow! Bravo! Bravo.
What I can't wait for is the final session where I've got to do it for all 8 previous sessions.
Yeah.
And both spin-offs.
And we might just have the spin-off that you're not in there for, just to make it even harder.
Yeah. I'll watch it and go, right, fuck it, make some bloody notes, and then throw them away and do it all without notes. Start with someone else, because I'm not talking any longer.
Well, there goes Morgan's chance for free intel. So let me change some music a little bit. There we go.
Maestro.
I wish I was that clever. Right, are we all comfortable? As we can be.
No.
No.
It's hot. It's hot as fuck.
Yeah, and it's like humid as fuck as well.
Everyone, get yourself a drink.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
got myself Pepsi today. I treated myself. As I said, there's no
I've got a lot of water.
there's no fiance, so I'm having sugar. So I will probably have a sugar high at some point during this.
Amazing.
And then when
That's
I
why
Look
you
at me.
get a sugar-free drink.
Being very responsible,
Yeah.
drinking what? That's a lie. That's a lie.
It's-
This is a white
Straight
claw.
vodka.
A white claw
White
with
claw.
some Malibu in it.
Wow, there's a combo.
Yeah.
They
I was
call
like,
it,
will that take off the bitterness? Yes, it does. Yes, it most certainly does.
they call it the Valerian
Yeah.
of a
No,
thousand.
you now.
The Valerian of 1,000 drinks.
No.
That's a
The
great joke
Valerian
for the
would
one
be
person who gets what I'm referencing.
the Valerian would be a martini with, instead of an olive on the thing, it's a rolled up $1 bill. That's just like sitting in there, just marinating.
I thought you would say like a reel of gold. You know, like
No.
a really thin wafer gold that goes around things.
No,
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
Is this just a gross dollar?
Yeah, just a
wet
rolled up dollar
Alcoholic
bill.
dollar.
Yeah,
You
and
can't-
also
you
those are
can't
made of
use it.
cotton.
In-
Those are made of cotton, so it's gonna like dissolve. Okay. We
Yeah.
gotta go.
It's a terrible
Yeah,
idea.
that's
a terrible
Absolutely
idea.
awful.
We gotta go. Oh, God.
Right. So we only have one business from the night to conclude, which was Leto sneaking away to go meet Kitt in the catacombs section of Camden. A relatively quiet area buried kind of parallel to the train tracks that go over Camden. They're sort of like going underneath. There's a couple of stairs that sort of drift off from the main street down into there. Mostly closed off. You get over a couple barriers to get there, but that's no problem for Leto. I think Leto's quite used to urban exploration, especially with how she gets some of those cameras. I think that's what the Inquisition kind of tried to do. We're trying to like mount the cameras higher and higher in a vain attempt that, you know, like if we get it so high, there's no way that Leto could reach them. So I can imagine Leto being quite creative, like either like scaling buildings to do it, or possibly just using paintball guns and just hitting them that way.
Just walking around with a paintball gun on me at all times.
under a hooded jacket.
Yeah.
Just pull it out. It's one of those. You sleuth into this catacomb, and it's very, well, first of all, it's nearly pitch black. There's no active lights down here, so you only ever get like reflected lights from any sort of surface light coming over the top. You see the light in the very far side of what looks like a mobile phone light coming from a screen, and like the silhouette of someone standing there. They haven't noticed you've arrived, because it's Leto. I mean, shadows and Leto are, well, the same thing. What do you want to do?
I want to use unseen passage to sneak up on whoever it is so I can work out who they are.
Perfect. I mean, yeah, this is like the perfect place for Leto to disappear. So there's no difficulty at all. As you get closer, it's Kitt. Kitt is just casually going through his phone. Doesn't notice you at all. No matter how close you get, just does not notice you.
When I get up to them and I kind of look over their shoulder to see what they're looking at on their phone.
They have the Notes app on their phone open, and they are scrolling through what appears to be a list. Like, there's two. The first thing he's going through looks like an old shopping list that used to be for the warehouse. So it's like things I wanted for the warehouse. And then the second one is just things to tell Leto. Because he's not a bright spark.
I guess I'll drop the unseen passage and just go boo.
He immediately lets out a yell, like throws his phone up, and then has to kind of like reach to grab it. He grabs it eventually, like it bounces off the left hand and then like gets it in the right hand. Oh, really? But you could have signaled from far, far further away. Should have. Anyway, I didn't have a heart, but I suddenly feel like I do. Oh. Anyway. Never again. Anyway, I did some digging around. Kind of after everything that went on. Kind of refused to, let people stomp all over me. I mean, this is humiliating. I am the leader of a group that doesn't really exist anymore, and most people think I'm either dead or missing. And that's probably for the best, but I'm not supposed to run away from things. Things are awkward right now, if I'm honest. I've considered going to others for help, but that would kind of violate what we spoke about before. I suppose I'm now more value to you if everyone thinks that I'm dead than alive.
What do you need help with?
Well, it's not necessarily help on the kind of like help angle. It's more of a heads up of something I learned while trying to chase down which fuckers were responsible for attacking my warehouse. I don't know what's going on exactly. I only heard snippets. But have you noticed how the police are, changing all the cameras around London. Like it's a big project that they've been yakking on about for ages, about upgrading London's aging CCTV system. I know that. Okay, look, I suppose I might as well be 100% clear. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that that project has been hijacked in some way by the bastards that attacked my warehouse.
As in the Inquisition?
Yes. I don't know why the Inquisition would hijack a camera installation initiative. But,
Really?
well, look, I'm going to be honest. I'm not the smartest one out of all the leaders, okay? If you want something bashing, I'm the one to call. If you want someone to put 2 and 2 together, that's somebody else, okay? Look, I don't have Axel anymore, okay? I don't have the brains, okay? It was brains and brawn. I'm only the brawn, okay?
Is Axel dead?
No. Oh, God, I hope not, but... Shit. I should have checked up on that, shouldn't I? But then I can't do that without revealing that I'm alive, and ugh.
I can find out.
Okay, yes. But that means I'm in your debt even more. Like, this...
Would Axel's identity not be common knowledge?
It
for
would be...
our coterie?
It would
For
be
the
common enough, yeah. It would be common
Yeah.
enough, like, for everyone to know. But yeah,
Apart from Dom.
apart from Dom. Yeah, Dom knows nothing. Look. Fine. You find out for me. I'll add it onto the tab of things I owe you. Since this seems to be a relationship that is going to probably last for most of the rest of my life now, I might as well get something useful out of it.
Okay.
And why is being near you so unnerving? There's just something about you that puts me on edge. No, it's fine. I'm not going to berate someone who convinced me to not die. Even if
Okay.
you are in... Yes, again, even if you are incapable of using long-form sentences.
I mean, I can if you like, but you're giving me a lot already.
Oh, okay, all right, get it. Say, listen, don't talk, okay? That kind of makes it look... That's what I wanted to say, okay? Someone up in the Inquisition is involved with something to do with all the new cameras being installed around London. And I don't know how that's important or why it's important. I just think there's something there, but little Kitt can't figure out what it is. And since you seem to be at least a little bit smarter than myself, maybe you can figure it out.
How did you find this out?
Well, after getting down from the rooftop, I thought it would be a clever idea to follow some of the police vans as they left. And I may have managed to get brief access to a compound out in... all the way out in North London, ironically, actually pretty close to our warehouse, which was quite embarrassing. And I overheard a phone conversation talking about how the rollout of the new cameras was going better than they planned, and that nobody had questioned why the cameras were significantly more expensive than what they would normally install. And that they were all having, and again, this is techno jargon I don't understand. They're having dedicated feeds sent to a different location to where the rest of the cameras would normally go. Apparently they're dual feed. So they go where they're supposed to go, and then they go somewhere else. That's how much I picked up. I don't understand what that means and why you would do that, but that's what I overheard. And then they said their goodbyes and hung up. And I didn't want to push it, so
No, that was good. You did really good.
I hid. And then came here.
So are you living in here?
Kind of. This is kind of home, I guess.
Damp?
It is damp, but no one comes down here. And the sunlight's quite easy to avoid if you go into one of the corners. Or there's a few little alcoves further down that you can kind of shelter in for a while. You know, it's functional until the threat goes, and I can then come back and actually say that I'm alive. And I really want to use that cliched sentence of like, rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. I really want to use that. But I've got to use it at the right time, otherwise I'll sound like I'm being a dick.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right.
you're not going to kill me, are you? You've got that look in your eyes again.
It's just my face.
It's like looking at a smiler every now and again. It just, I don't know, there's something demonic about it if I focus on it for too long. I have to keep looking away.
Well, I can't change that. No,
No.
sorry.
Like,
Let me change.
have-
No, wait.
Head in the middle. Don't twist your head as you talk. It's scary, okay? One day you're going to keep turning and just not stop, and it's going to get even more weird.
I said I can't change that. That's wrong. I won't change that. But here's the thing. I don't know if this is the safest place for you.
Oh God! You didn't tell them that this was a place to look, did you?
No.
No. Okay.
Why
that's
would I
fine.
do that?
I don't know. I'm paranoid. I've lost a lot right now. Okay.
It's very easy to get in. It's very easy to sneak up on you. And there's sunlight.
Any ideas where else I can go?
No.
Okay.
Well, you could come to the library.
The library.
Yeah, it's not really your scene.
I suppose I could get one of those stupid cotton polo jumpers or something and drop the jacket. All right.
I don't really think you could drop the jacket.
I'm pretty sure if I did the hair the other way and like combed it normally and wore one of those blazers with the leather pads on the elbows, I'm sure I could blend in with the library.
Oh, sure, yeah. No, it's really easy to steal clothes. But what I'm saying is that isn't your jacket like a habitat?
Yes, but it's also dangerous at the moment. I love it.
Always try and find.
I love it
somewhere else.
dearly, but okay, it's like what, 1 a.m? I've got one too. I've got time. I can shift around. It's fine. It's fine. I can do that. Okay, I will find somewhere else. And is there anything in particular you want me to do? Since
Honestly,
you're
I
calling the
think-
shots here.
Well, you have your own mind, Kitt. I'm sure you can manage. You've been in charge of a whole group of kindred for a while.
Yes, but if I'm being perfectly honest, that group of kindred was basically a case of shout at them. If they don't listen, hit them, and rinse, repeat for all eternity. I love my boys and girls very much, but they're not the sharpest tools in the box. They were a very blunt instrument and are very blunt-minded. They're probably all
still in
walking around.
contact?
No. After what we spoke about on the roof, they dead. Aside from you, nobody I think knows I'm alive.
You should probably find somewhere else for tomorrow, but I think you should just keep hopping.
Okay.
You stay in one place, you're more easily found.
Okay, I can do that. I can hide and I'll see if I can find anything to help you, and if I find it, I'll message you.
Yeah. And I'll find out about Axel.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was... I hadn't even thought about that. Oh, jeez. If anyone asks, I was not like this. I was strong, and I was in charge of this agreement and conversation, not you.
And you definitely said fuck instead of G's. Yep, I got it.
Yes. Oh, did I say... Oh. I need to go. You sort of see he looks really, like... It never goes red. But at the moment, he's basically a beetroot. It's like, I'm pretty sure, like, vampires shouldn't do that, but you've somehow managed to embarrass him so much that he's now, like, red in the face, complete embarrassment. Sort of, like, goes to tuck his phone in his pocket, and he's like, no, takes it out, puts the flashlight on, and just, like, shines it down the catacombs to see a bit further. I would say it's been a pleasure, but it's been scary. Next time you come visit, please tell me that you're arriving before you're in my face.
Okay, I'll text you.
Thank you. Jeez Louise. And you sort of see him walk off down the catacombs to go find somewhere else to live. Does Leto want to do anything else before she heads off?
Nothing specific, I don't
Nothing
think.
specific? Okay. Awesome. There we go. So for everyone, the night draws to a close.
So
Mhm.
would Leto know that Axel is who they are just from the name Axel?
Yeah, I think Leto's been here longer than anyone here. Leto has their finger on, while not to like the political level, on the heartbeat level, probably has it on enough to know. Morgan would know through politics and Ned. Valerian would know through obviously actually meeting them. And Dom would have absolutely no idea who these people are. And it's going to be an absolutely hilarious conversation later on.
So Axel's the leader of the survivalist.
Yes.
Cool. Just establishing the information's out there, just in case it wasn't.
Right. It's a new night.
Oh fuck.
Which means everyone has to give me a round check.
Same, buddy, same, but for different reasons.
Okay.
Oh, that's a banger remorse test, though. Goddamn.
Yes.
Oh.
That's because I'm on. Yeah, I've got
Oh,
whole humanity.
Where is my
Oh.
Wait, rouse?
Yes,
Ah.
round check. Yeah.
So at the end of every night, you have to roll a remorse check. At the beginning of the next night, you have to roll a resolve check. No, a vows
Round
check.
check. Yeah.
Well, we
Right.
don't. You
Well,
do.
I
You're the only
yeah.
one that has to.
What are you talking about? You drank for the fact. You all act like you're not horrible monsters.
No, what would you
he-
even be talking about? He gave his consent. It's
Little
fine.
me.
What did you use when you die? I thought
Yeah,
vampire
why
died.
did you
Yeah.
press the button? I
Because
don't
it was-
understand.
Because it would do it automatically, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't
Fair.
apply the hunger.
It applies to
yeah.
hunger and stuff.
Did-
automatically.
Did Leto pass her rouse check?
I didn't check. Hold on.
Because
So for everyone
So
else,
I did my
failed.
Unseen passage.
Everyone has
instead.
failed.
yeah, everyone's failed
I
so
failed.
far. Okay, so
Okay.
everyone's a little hungry tonight.
We're a little
Mm,
peckish.
peckish.
You know, yeah.
The stress from yesterday maybe piling on a little bit.
We could eat, but we could also not eat. You know, like
Are we
No,
still
no.
going with the plan that the meeting is happening not this night, but the next night? So tonight is a downtime. Do what
Tonight
you need to do.
is a downtime night. Yes.
cool.
So you don't have to do anything tonight. You can just say, I'm done. But if there's any business you want to do tonight, now is the time to do it.
I mean, I think.
so.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're saying I should have switched suits after the break? No, cool. Good to know. Sick.
Get fucked, Naz. Get absolutely
Fuck
Quick
you.
changes. Let's go.
Wow.
change.
Yeah,
It's-
I think Dom would try and would ask Valerian for a blood bag this time because considering he has to lay low a little bit, doesn't want to go out alone right now.
Probably
So-
smart.
Yeah.
So but to drink from blood bags, you have to have iron gullet, no?
No.
No.
Well,
I
cold
fucking hope
and
not.
rancid blood, you know, it's not fresh blood.
I thought the whole bit was that your business could do fresh blood. I thought that was the whole reason that you ran this operation.
Well, no, it's the whole thing that these bags do get preserved and they wait for people who need them. So I take the blood and I have them in storage. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily fresh.
So why does anyone do business with you?
Because they have an iron gullet.
Yeah.
So
Which means they
every
can-
single one of the ghosts to London has a fucking iron gullet.
Hmm.
Can you just microwave it?
Yeah.
Just Dom in the flat. putting a blood
There's
bag
only
to
one way to
microwave.
find out.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
this is what happened in Being Human in the US version. They literally microwave bloods in mugs, and they have like little mugs. That's where I got the idea from.
I
Oh
I
mean,
think they
God.
do it in the British version. It's just
Yeah,
not a plot
I think-
point.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they just do it.
Okay. Well,
But I
fuck.
think
I just have to
that
reestablish all I know about the fucking game.
yeah, I think that to be
Right.
able to drink from at least my blood bags, you would have to have an iron gullet because they are stored for more
okay.
than at
Right.
least.
And would maybe
Here we go. It says
You need to hire an alchemist.
without iron gullet, vampires gain no sustenance from processed blood. Unprocessed bag blood, as with animal blood, cannot slake any hunger from drinkers with a blood potency above 2. So I think we said that the blood bags that Valerian gives out are the unprocessed variety.
yeah.
So you can use them.
Yay.
Without Iron Gullet. Iron Gullet would allow you to use the processed variants of them.
Right.
It's just that Valerian, because it's unprocessed, Valerian can't hold on to them for long
Right.
because they go off very quickly.
True.
Right.
Whereas the
so then
processed variants would last for, well, days, weeks
Yeah.
even.
He like looks at the unprocessed blood that's been like a little too long, and he goes, "It's fine, just shake it a little bit.
Yeah, just
it's fine.
shake it around. So I will say,
Get the enzymes
if-
going."
if anyone does want to feed and doesn't want to feed off a person, for sake of simplicity, you can get hold of a Valerian blood bag without
Yay.
going through any tedious issues.
So Yeah, so do I just remove one hunger, or can I have
I don't know,
two,
being-
or just
You
like
can only have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Being indebted to Valerian is fairly tedious.
Well,
Um,
You're not
feel- I
indebted
feel
to
like
me. I'm
spending
very
time with
generous. Thank you
Valerian is-
very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
believe
mean,
blood
Alright.
bags
spending
are
time
one.
with Valerian, you would go into the deficit. That's
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
like
yeah. So
Right.
you already owe me. Like,
just to classify that, just to like to
Mhm.
finalize some detail of the plan.
Yep.
Once Dom leaves the hideout, Dom cannot come back to the hideout.
yes,
This is of vital importance that Dom never come back to the hideout until the threat is cleared,
yes.
because that's who they'll follow to get
so-
to us.
Question:
Mhm.
If you, Dom, are asking for one of my blood bags, does that mean you stayed in my hideout this whole time?
Wait, what?
Because you're asking for one of my blood bags and all that stuff. Did you stay in my hideout? Did you sleep here?
What, tonight?
Yes.
No. Oh, tonight, wait, hang on. Is it out of character? Is it morning or is it?
It's
It's-
night, but
it
It's
is
now
because
night.
when the
It-
night ends, you
Hmm.
sleep. So we day
Yeah.
sleep. We still sleep.
Oh, right, yeah. Don would have been like, yeah, I think because I can't come back here.
For the time
We-
being.
Here,
Okay.
maybe. So,
So
right.
you did sleep here last morning.
no, I was at my apartment.
Then how did you get the blood bag? Because you can't come back to see Valerian.
So we've got
No,
we've
we
got
go. Wait,
a
we
spare
were at.
day
Yeah.
that we're currently working out what we're doing on now,
Oh.
which means that you last night would
Yeah.
have stayed in.
Oh, like yeah. That's
Yeah.
not okay. So if it's a new day, then yes. So okay, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So Don would have stayed here overnight.
Good. Just checking.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
checking because I do have something that I want to do.
Okay. Oh.
And if
Do
you're
you
here,
do you want to do that during the interim night
think
or
that-
at the beginning of the first night? The
No,
beginning
I
of
think
that
that's a great thing to
Yeah,
do now,
we'll do it now
so that
then.
we like,
Yeah, we'll do it now then.
so that we have it when we leave. So okay, so you get one of my blood bags, absolutely, of course, Dom. You can have one of my blood bags.
Right, thanks.
And as you finish it, and also Valerian will also be drinking a blood
Mhm.
bag. You're having lunch together.
Yeah. Wait, it's also are the rest also here, or is it just us?
No, I think it is just us
Okay,
because
yeah.
Leto left to
Yeah.
to do things with Kitt, but we don't know. And I think Morgan most definitely does not want to sleep here.
Yeah. No.
So they definitely left. So I think it's just us two and Marcus, of course. And as we finish our blood bags, I just go, "Hey Dom,
Yeah.
would you mind coming with me for a little bit? It'll be fun, I swear.
To where? I can.
Just up the
Mm.
stairs. We're just going we're going right outside, but we're not going anywhere else. We're just going right outside."
I think we established that when I leave here, I can't come back. So
Okay, but you're not necessarily leaving. You're at the front door. I'm not suspecting any snipers on the roof.
what do you want? Just tell me first. What do you want?
I'm not gonna tell you because it's a surprise. Come on. It's really fun. I swear. It's really, really fun.
Size.
You'll like it.
Yeah.
Good. Awesome. Oh, I think
Oh. Oh, give it a second. It'll
Sorry.
catch up.
There we go.
there it is. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will just stand up, hands behind his back, and just hopes you'll follow.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. It'll get up. Just sigh and just follow behind. Kind of. Yeah.
All right. So I open our doors. I close it behind me. I lead us up the steps, up the escalators that don't work anymore. And I have gone ahead a little bit, and I'm standing at the top of the stairs waiting for you with my back turned to the street, and I have my hands behind my back. And as you walk up to me, I just look up. I go, "Oh, it's a pretty nice night, isn't it?"
Suppose so. What? You just said to like.
No, I just love seeing you confused. I'm sorry.
That's kind of mean, but whatever.
What? No, it's not. Come on. Air. And you hear this jingling from behind his back, and he will hand over a ring of keys.
Take it like. Are these car keys?
And I point a little bit down the street, and there is a Mercedes-Benz W123 in a bright Cadillac red color.
Nice. He just looks at the car. It's like, I didn't actually think you were gonna get me a replacement, but
The exact same, even convertible.
well, I mean, yeah. I mean, the only it didn't belong to my late grandfather, but
I know,
other,
I know.
other than that, it you sort of and like he does like sort of it's almost a kind of confusion because like he genuinely didn't expect that Valerian actually would come true, and then they actually smile for once, like thanks.
I know it's not the exact same, but that's also because I wanted to avoid the police being like, that's the exact same car, you know? So
Yeah.
it's not the exact same car. It has a different license plate and a slightly different color. I know it might not be great, but I thought red, it suits you. It's flashy.
Thanks.
It's pretty and it's a little bit obnoxious, you know. So.
Yeah. Well, I totally appreciate it.
Good.
Thank you. And time we have a car chase. We're not taking my car. Thanks so much.
Yes, we
Someone
are
else
not. We will not
car.
be taking your car anymore. We will.
Yeah. So mean he wouldn't go through it because that means leaving. So like just holds the keys and just puts it in his pocket. Thanks.
Just know that whenever we leave here, that is completely yours, and when this is all over, it will still be yours.
Yeah, I really, really do appreciate it. Thanks, Valerian. You've been, I mean, I know we're not always on the same page, but you've been very nice to me so far the whole time. I like when we met, like what I want to say is that you helped me a lot, and I do appreciate that. And I am sorry that apparently my behavior has put you in danger.
Please, Dominic. We are creatures of the night, and things become complicated for us. It's fine.
Well, if you want me to try and is the plan that I go to the theater group and can like convince them or try and get out information out of them? Is that still something we want to do?
That might be a thing. I think first thing we do is talk to Quinn, have ourselves a little gathering of information and power.
Alright.
See what we can do to get these French out of our city.
I mean, I know I'm not always as useful as everyone else, but here's the thing. When you're not as smart as everyone else, people underestimate you a lot. they don't see you as a threat, they'll let you walk away with sensitive information because they don't think you're smart enough to use it against them. And I mean, it probably even saved my life. Like, why do you think the Ravagers let me walk away unscathed if I fed in their territory? I don't think they thought I was a threat. And I do take advantage of that underestimation because I can pretend to be smarter than I am, but I can sure as hell pretend to be less smart than I am. And so far, everyone has always believed that. So there's no reason that these people at the West End wouldn't believe me. They already think I'm a weak link. I don't think they would find it strange if I accidentally drop some sensitive information while talking to them. So that is something we can use.
Absolutely. And I hope you don't think that you are useless. You are of a lot of use. And that sounds weird coming from me because I have this much money. I mean that in a purely platonic mentor kind of way. You have a lot of use. You are a very good person, Dominic.
Yeah, I try to be. I just wherever you need me from now on, I'll do it. Unless, I mean, there are conditions to that, but we'll get
Within
to that.
reason.
Yeah, within reason. I just don't want to ruin what you've built by accident. I really
Please.
don't.
You won't. There's too much riding on me. The only way that this can be ruined is if I'm dead.
Well, let's
And-
hope it won't get to that then.
It won't. It won't. I will lead us both back downstairs.
Okay.
I'll let you. Oh, go ahead.
As you do after this lovely, wonderful conversation outside the doors, both of you give me wits plus awareness.
Oh, fuck.
DC 4.
Wait, no, yeah.
4?
But wait,
We can't even do that. We have
Can't
3,
you?
but
You could-
dice
I
and
have
wits.
5.
You have 5. You can
Oh.
blood surge.
Oh, come
Hang
on,
on,
come
wait,
off
wait,
it.
hang on. Whispers aware. Hang
It's
on.
not my fault. They rolled well, right? They got successes on
You
every single
won't
dice.
die! It was your fault!
What is
Wait, 4, right? Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna take a miracle.
You got it.
Willpower.
Oh my god.
Oh my
See,
God,
you're amazing.
It's a miracle. It's fine. I've got 5 out of 5.
You're amazing.
No, 5.
Well,
yeah.
that's our luck for the evening. Nobody do anything from this point on.
Well, I still have to roll, so here
Right.
goes all the luck. So blood surge. What is that again? Do I need
have
to
to make a
roll a
rouse
rouse
check.
check? Okay.
Yeah, rouse
Yes, I
check and
thought
let you
so.
add your blood modifier onto the roll.
My
I think-
blood modifier?
It'll be 1.
Be one,
We're
yeah.
not- when our blood isn't good enough to have more than 1 yet.
All right. So with awareness and then 1 extra
Yeah.
die.
Wits plus awareness plus 1 extra dice. I must point out that Dom got an 8, a 9, an 8, an 8, and a 9.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's the best I've rolled this whole season.
Don't even.
To
even.
be honest, it kind of makes sense that Valerian wouldn't notice it first, but
Actually, true.
Dom's hyper vigilance over the issue
Mm-hmm.
probably does. Just as you go down, you turn your head to the right, completely, like, indiscriminately, no reason to do it, just on instinct. You turn, you see, probably on the corner of the street, turning left, you see your stalker standing on the corner,
I
looking straight at you
straight at me.
with a camcorder.
Camcorder.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
What did I fucking say about leaving the face! What did I fucking say?
Shut up!
Dominic said.
Oh my god.
We lost you there, Riley.
I'll put the dice tray back for a second.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing tonight, but yeah, no. This Dom also said like we're not. I think at that point, so Valerian, you walked back, right? Or started walking back, right? Or
Yeah,
maybe,
I think I'm like
yeah.
halfway down the steps, and you then pipe up. I'd hope.
Right. So Dom clocks this. Hasn't followed. Yeah, was just about to. Then turns and looks, and says to Valerian, "I gotta go. I'll talk to you later."
What?
And goes. I'll go. Like he said, I gotta go. I'll text you, and then just walks off. So he's not going back. So hopefully, what he thinks is that it doesn't seem like he may have come out of there, but that he's not staying there. If that makes sense. So he walks across. He just leaves Valerian like that, just not elaborating, and just walks to his new car, gets in, drives off.
So the car is between. So if you're here and the stalker's here, the car's in the middle.
Right.
The irony was you were actually both looking in her direction the entire time, but none of you clocked on.
Right. I think Dom would ignore the stalker, let the stalker think that he hasn't seen her, and gets to the car, just completely ignoring, like feels anxious as fuck, but this doesn't do anything, and then just get in the car, drives straight home, and because I think in file it read that the stalker had been at his home, so like he knows that the stalker knows where he lives, so it doesn't matter. And once at the apartment, we'll text Valerian saying the stalker was outside looking at us with a camcorder.
The same Valerian who is still outside, flabbergasted that you are leaving.
Yeah, I mean, like, Dom would this would have some time, so Dom would like drive home and get home and then text. So there would be some time. I reckon Valerian would maybe at some point have gone back inside, but
How far is your home from my home?
I don't know.
I think we established that you are all Camden based, so probably 10 minutes tops.
Well, I think Valerian would have waited outside because he would have thought that you would just come
drive
back.
around.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many successes did you get on your awareness check?
I think I got all of them.
Yes.
Five.
5.
Yeah, it was all of them.
Okay, Valerian had 2. So I'm going to assume that she gets less stealthy the longer she stays there. So if Valerian stays outside for 10 minutes, I will say that lowers her stealth enough that once you receive the text, you now notice this person standing there with a camcorder.
Fuck, I didn't think about what my next move would be.
I feel like Dom would have also texted maybe after that, going like, maybe don't go back inside. You don't want her to think you came from there, or you're. Yeah.
I have a very reckless idea, but I don't know if I should go through with it.
I mean, there was a solution to the problem, and Dom went around the solution to the problem.
The thing is, the first time the stalker said I went towards the stalker, that was not good enough. That was the problem. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna walk away this time.
This massively changes what I was gonna do this night.
No.
I think I want to try and execute my move.
Go on then.
It's absolutely reckless and insane and stupid.
We love it.
So how far away is she exactly?
She is probably 20, 30 meters down the street.
Oh, that's pretty far, isn't it?
Pretty far, but she's more preoccupied with the camcorder and trying to blend in than she is implicitly like clocking anyone. Like she's trying to do her. She did quite a good job of it originally, but she's getting a bit restless and trying to blend in.
I'm so upset that I don't have a celerity of any kind, or any kind of like
So she doesn't have
shadowy stuff.
she doesn't have the camcorder constantly pointing towards you. Like she'll point it for a bit, and then she'll look down to like not arouse suspicion, kind of play with the screen a bit, and then raise it up again. And
Awesome.
she's doing it kind of. She's doing it. I don't know how you casually do it, but you know you try and do something that can like raise attention. So rather than having it like that, you kind of have it lower, but then you look at the screen down like that. So there are momentary lapses where she's not actively concentrating on where you're coming from.
Okay. Well, in those few moments that she does have the camcorder pointed down, I would love to move closer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's not a problem. I mean, you're fast enough. If you make a dash for it,
I will. I most certainly will make a dash for it, and she probably will hear me coming, but I will tackle her.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna make you roll for it because she's mortal and she's gonna be taken by surprise. So yeah, you immediately tackle her to the ground.
Awesome.
At the moment, there are a couple of people on the other side of the street who are drunk, who kind of clock on to this sort of like almost. They watch this almost 50-year-old man almost rugby tackle this young woman to the ground, and kind of try to say something, but are too drunk to kind of come out clearly, so they're kind of staggering a bit, going like this, completely slowing their words.
Are they actually like trying to come over and do something?
No, they're just sort of standing there, pointing it out more than anything.
Good. So I would like to grab her face and make sure that she is focused on me and only me. Well enough so that I can forgetful mind her.
I was gonna say, I just opened your character sheet and saw what power was open.
I just got this, guys. It's new. This is like new thing.
This is
like,
coming in clutch. Vampire can make manipulation plus dominance versus intelligence plus resolve. Okay. So if you want to do manipulation plus dominate, I'll tell you the DC in a second. Ooh. Okay. It's DC 1. She failed badly on that.
Thing.
She failed
Manipulation.
badly.
No second attribute.
I mean, to be honest, actually, I would say you don't even need to roll. You can just take half and auto succeed because you're rolling.
I still want to roll.
You still want to roll? Go for it then.
I'm gonna do it. Fine.
3 of 1.
There we go.
Awesome. Yeah, you successfully rewrite her memories.
Well,
what do you want to replace them with?
Yeah, like how much of her memories can I rewrite?
Let's have a look. What did it say? Let me rewrite whole swaths of the victim's memories as long as they can keep his gaze full and interrupted. The vampire verbally describes victims' new memories, which the victim accepts as their own. The power does not allow you to investigate the victim's true memories. It more resembles one. It doesn't give a time limit. So on 3 successes, I'll say you could probably rewrite the past hour if you would like.
Oh, the past hour? Aw.
Well,
I can't make her forget that she's not Inquisition, or like that she's Inquisition.
I don't think you could wipe her memory back that far, but you could probably confuse her about her allegiance so that the next time she has to make a check to do something English related, she'll do it at a disadvantage. She'll get less dice. That's actually
a good idea. Lovely.
So you can do that.
Absolutely. I will. So I'm like holding her face. And she's probably so scared looking up at me.
That
but
is
then
that is the power that lets you completely rewrite people's memories.
Completely rewrite them from the beginning.
Well,
Okay.
like you can give them enough that you confuse them on what is real and what isn't. Like if you, it's like, the vampire verbally describes the victim's new memories, which the victim then accepts as their own. Like this power, this power does
I
not
can't-
allow the user to investigate the victim's true memories.
yeah,
Like, more as like you're painting over stuff.
Yeah.
So if you like describe new memories, whatever they are, they take the place of old ones.
yeah.
So
Okay.
it's a
Okay.
level 3 power.
Here we
I
go.
think you can
Yeah.
do some.
So each
Bullshit.
point of margin allows a user to add or remove an additional memory. The victim recalls the edits vaguely, foggy ideations that fall apart under close questioning. A critical win creates a flawless imprint. So you were 3 minus, so you were 2 ahead, so you can change 2 of her memories.
Can I still maybe willpower it and see if I can get any higher?
If you want to willpower it and see if you can get a critical out of it,
Why not? Right? It would be fun.
I would say it takes 1 memory to rewrite her seeing you and Dom.
Okay. Well.
An extra
fuck.
1. Yeah,
So you can
7,
rewrite
7,
3
8.
memories.
You can rewrite, 3 memories.
3 memories.
Yeah.
All right. So I will have her face. She's probably so scared looking up at me, but then my eyes turn completely black, and her expression all of a sudden goes blank. As I tell her, you have never seen and do not know Dominic Lasker or Valerian.
Okay.
I don't want to. I have to think about the wording very smartly here, because I don't want to mention the Inquisition while painting over memories of the Inquisition. So it's
Difficult.
like you, if not to cheat, but rather than saying who you don't work for, you could tell her who she does work for.
true. Oh, but what if I don't want her working for anyone?
She will have memories, right? So the point is that it won't hold up to scrutiny. But so like if she remembers vaguely working in an office, if you haven't given her something that excuses that, she'll figure it out quicker. Like she'll figure it out, most likely. If Inquisition agent will go, what the fuck are you doing? But like if you said you work for an office company,
True.
it might work longer or better.
Yes. So maybe now she's like a field officer investigating late night crimes.
Okay.
So I think that Valerian will tell her, you are a police officer working the field to investigate late night crimes.
Okay. Got 1 more.
One more.
Yeah. I know what I would say.
What would you
And
say?
because it's you, I would say you never owned a camcorder.
Oh, well, I was thinking of already just taking that and destroying it.
Yes, but she
So-
may have a memory of having a camcorder and then going, where was my camcorder?
True.
If you wipe her memory to say that she never had one in the first place, when she doesn't have one, she won't question it.
That is
Otherwise, she'll start to question, hang on, I went out with one, why have I not got one?
true. That is true.
If you're planning to destroy it. That's also what I would
Uh-huh.
do. I'll give it you because it's the 3rd one you gain on a willpower save. I'm not going to let you waste a willpower.
Or listen, you fell into the lake, you fell into the river, and you just shove her in the river. And
Oh my god!
This is why we don't let Morgan do memory stuff.
I'm too creative. You've
No,
got
I'll
options.
go.
No.
I'll go with the camcorder. I
Okay.
think. I think Valerian will just go. You have never in your life had a camcorder.
Awesome.
I love this because now she's gonna like go home to her friends and be like, and they're like, yeah, you know those old camcorders, and she's like, no, I've never had one. What? That's crazy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You do
See
that. That ends. She comes to. I imagine you help her up and kind of be like, "Oh, you fell over" or something. Like, I imagine there comes up with some excuse.
Here's what fucking happens. Okay.
Go on.
Here's what fucking happens. Before I end this connection, I have taken the camcorder
Mhm.
and I will then break it, and then I will stand up and I will go, I'm so sorry, and I help her up and I go, I'm so sorry. I was filming late night, like people going out, and I was just not paying attention. I just totally bumped into you and actually like knocked you over. I am so incredibly sorry. I hope you're all right. Have a great night, okay?
Okay. So to clarify, the crucial point: you broke the camera, then got up.
No, I have taken the
Oh, you
camera.
take
I
the
have it in
camera.
my hands because
Okay,
I'm still
that's
like
fine.
I'm going with the act of I was filming people.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
So it's not broken.
I wanted to clarify,
Yes.
because I think it was some. I think I can see the gears in two people's brains on this screen turning. Okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so after that,
she nods. She apologizes to you, thinking she was in the wrong for walking into you, not the other way around. And kind of walks away, but she does that kind of walk where she walks halfway down the street, then stops for a second, then looks left, then looks right, scratches her head for a moment, and then just walks away. Like, she's confused as to why she was standing there in the first place. Like, she's trying to recall why she was here, and I can't remember why I was here. What was I doing out here this time of night? And just starts walking off.
amazing.
That
I will then
Run
go
away.
back. I will then go back to the hideout. I will go down and I will put a towel over the camcorder and mazel tov that bitch. I will.
And
Mazel tov.
okay.
Damn.
You. I think Marcus just hands. I mean, do you want to do it or want Marcus to do it?
No, I do it.
You wanna do it?
Of course.
Marcus will pass you a hammer. There's a hammer. If you want
That's
to,
fun.
if you want to smash
like-
the camera.
Yeah, I've done that mazel tov thing, and then
Yep.
I'm like, I like raise up the hammer, and then I'm like, wait, and I turn over the towel, and I'm
Mhm.
like, oh well, it's completely broken. I check if there's film inside. There most certainly is.
If I wanted to be pure evil here, I could say it's a tape recorder and the tape got shattered. However, it's not. I didn't write that in my notes. It was a modern tape recorder. It uses an SD card, which is still intact. Just
Let's
about
go.
intact, but you can pull the SD card out of it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, Marcus, keep that safe, will you?
It's almost
The
see that
most
he like grab. I'm going to touch a micro SD card. He's like holding it like that, like trying to like hold it like, not hold it flat, hold it with his hand. Just like hold it with his nails. Like that. I think he would hold it like the way it comes out of the camcorder, and he's just like walking away like that. Going, okay, I'll put this somewhere safe. Don't you worry.
Love that.
Valerian, the most important fucking question you could have checked the fucking camcorder is if it was streaming it live.
Well, we don't know now.
No,
I think most camcorders can.
It's Inquisition bollocks. They
And
work for
do
MI6.
that.
I don't know.
no.
Probably wasn't. Don't worry about it. And
Yeah.
I just hitting it. Just hitting that bitch.
Yeah, no.
Taking all my anger and frustration on that shit. Yeah.
Do you two at all let anyone else know that this shit happened?
No,
And I think Dom would have
at least not yet.
after going home and have texted that, would then ask Valerian if he wants to tell the others or if it's not like necessary.
Oh, you would text me to see if
Yeah,
you
so like
should
so
let
like
me
so like
let others know.
yeah, so like he I think it was that you got the text at the same time as you noticed her at some point.
Yes.
Yeah, so after not hearing from you for however long that took, would text again, be like, should I tell the others?
like mid hammering away on the same.
Get a text.
I get a text. I like look. I'm like, what does he respond? Hugo. Sure, let them know.
All right, so
Puts
then
the phone away.
yeah, then Dom would have gone to the group chat and explained in there what just happened, but also explained that like we would just like this whole like wall of text of like what would happen, but also explained that the reason he drove off was because he hoped she would follow, and that sort of taken her away from the Acropolis, which didn't happen obviously, which is why when he got home and he didn't see anyone tailing him, was worried that maybe he might have fucked up, but it was a split-second decision.
Yeah, no. No one can fault you.
He's not. Yeah.
No one can fault you.
No one can fault you because they weren't there. You know.
From the other side of Camden, you hear?
I think it's just
Fuck's sake!
You know, mesmerize. You know, a cloud member probably would have done the trick. The cloud member, take the camcorder, probably would have done the trick.
Then
I mean, like, the thing is, like, Dom has tried that before. The last time Dom tried to follow the stalker and do cloud memory, they were interrupted by Quinn, who told them, like, what the fuck are you doing? So they learned. It was like, okay, so apparently I shouldn't approach stalkers head on. And then was like, you know what, I'm going to just drive away, and hopefully that she'll follow and won't go look into Valerian. So
actually, so smart. You learned. That's very good. Valerian goes into the group chat. Valerian gets into the group chat and he goes, "Not to worry, I took care of it. I most definitely clouded her memory, or well, rewrote sections of her memory, took the camcorder, have the SD card, and am now smashing this camcorder."
Like with one hand typing, the other hand is smashing.
Exactly. And then without any context, he just sends like the tango emoji.
You see Morgan type for about 5 minutes, and then eventually all that comes through is that gif of the dog sat in a burning room.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I think
that.
Leto's response would be a text that goes ... So no one ate her?
No.
Waste of food.
No. I just go, nope.
You'll just get the quizzical face emoji.
Bunch of
Okay.
fucking trolls. I can't. Oh my god.
So Morgan's master plan was Valerian go deal with Quinn, that Dom go off with the vampires and pretend that he's joining them or being part of them and trying to get going, like trying to just go along with it. Leto had other business, so didn't get to that point. But Morgan's plan was to go and deal with Heather, because Heather's the only person Heather hasn't seen is Morgan. But as that's all happened, that fucking plan's out the fucking window.
Right.
We done it.
I am going to ask, is it before we go to the meeting, is there anything anyone wants to do this night? We've had Valerian and Dom feed. would Leto and
Yeah.
Morgan want to do anything?
Well, so Morgan doesn't feed.
No, for
Um,
obvious reasons.
Morgan decides to go and visit their student friend, Becca.
hmm
Who's a philosophy student.
Yep.
At a nearby university. They've kind of arranged to meet up that evening. She is about 19.
Mhm.
Average height, short, like purple hair. Very like reasonably stylish, kind of like wears like it's kind of like semi-punk, but it's clearly like 23rd century queer punk. That's the vibe.
Mm.
Cyberpunk, I would say. That would be cool.
Yeah, kinda, but like not any particular. It's also like it's all pre-owned clothes, it's all like
Yes.
thrift shop stuff. Yeah, and like Morgan just needs to talk to someone, and that's the go-to usually.
Mm.
She's quite cynical, but like the same way that Morgan is, but
Yeah.
we'll call out Morgan on their bullshit. That's why they're friends, because they're both fucking assholes about it. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what Morgan goes to do. We don't have to play it out. It's just that's what Morgan is doing.
Give me a second, because I want you to make me.
Oh no! Don't make me go social roll. I've got a -2 to it.
Tell you what,
Is it -2? I need to check.
I threw a bone to Inez, so I'll throw a bone to you. Give me a remorse test.
Remorse is
Mhm.
all of my humanity blank boxes, right?
Yeah, just press the remorse test button under the humanity.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
Come on, dice. Don't fuck me. Well, that's one critical, so that's just one success.
Yeah, it's a 4. It's a 1 or nothing. I will say, talking to Becca and having that cynicism, that oddly philosophical cynicism, is enough. Like, what was it? What's the Socrates one? The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing.
It's one of the Greeks.
Yeah, it's one of them. I'm sure if Apollo was here, he'd tell me every single one that did. She's amazing with Greek stuff. I will say that you can do the near 9 possible and give yourself back 1 humanity. As this kind of having this conversation with a mortal. I mean, you've been surrounded by kindred for so long, it's past like 2 or 4 days. Having a mortal conversation, especially about philosophy, which is an area that Morgan is quite passionate about, is just enough to fire the sparks of humanity from under them. That might just give them a second chance.
Okay, cool.
Because that puts you, to humanity 6 now, I want to say?
Yeah, so what it might need to be, because gaining humanity is supposed to be fucking difficult in this game.
It is, yes.
Is that after that conversation, Morgan's like, shit, I have been an arsehole. And then goes to see Alex and spends the whole evening helping the community efforts of like, it's probably like a homeless shelter that they're there at. And like, because I'm meant to get, whenever I get new humanity, I've got to start a new cornerstone or touchstone.
Yeah.
So I will work on that between sessions.
That's fine.
I'm going to say that I met someone at that who was like, oh, actually, I kind of care about this person. And then a little bit of humanity came back to the appearance of Morgan.
Yeah, just a slight bone thing. It's like, otherwise, I suspect we may legitimately get to the end and you will either be crutching on 1 or possibly even 0. because I know things you don't know.
Oh, fuck me.
I'm looking at the end going, I may actually lose a player at this. So the thing is, everyone's been going, Dom's in danger, Dom's in danger. I'm going, oh, Morgan's in danger. You just don't see the danger yet.
So yeah, Morgan spends the day with their humans and also gains a new human who I haven't invented yet, but I'll get on it.
Gains a human. The best mechanical speak in Vampire, gains a human. Plus one human. Finally, does Leto want to do anything, or is Leto going to spend the night relaxing and probably taunting Kitt, I imagine?
No, she doesn't know how to relax. Okay, so Leto only has 2 objectives for this evening. One is to know where Morgan is.
Okay.
In whatever way that is, whether we're messaging each other, whether she actively has to go out of her way to go try and find them. She will attempt to do it surreptitiously, so she will be trying to stick to shadows and stuff. She just wants to know their whereabouts.
Okay.
Because this is an evening where we don't know where anyone's whereabouts is, but we're pretty sure that the other 2 are meant to be sticking around in the Acropolis.
Morgan has turned their phone off.
Okay. In which case, then,
They really want to separate themselves from everything. They had thought about texting you, going, "Where the fuck are you?" Like, I haven't given you part of the plan yet. But I was like, no, I just need to talk to Becca. So Becca and Morgan would have met at like this really nice, like, late night coffee shop, which is like really quirky with a little mixture of like modern and antique architecture. Where students are there with their laptops, and it's just a really nice vibe.
No alcohol, right?
No alcohol.
No cocktails, right? That's fine. We can have that. That's fine. We can have that.
Every pride flag on no, there is alcohol. Every pride flag is on the wall. Like, it's just a really nice place, and like that's where they are for the first part of the night.
Yeah.
Which is probably around the corner from where Morgan lives, but I don't know if you know where Morgan lives.
I would say, do you? Because obviously Morgan lives in Camden as well. Do you stay in Camden all night? Is the place where you work in Camden? I would say that if Leto, knowing what Leto is like, with their investigation skills, with your pure passive investigation, that if you wanted to spend the time to do it, it is something you could do from the shadows. Like staying far back. I mean, I can't think of anything you can kind of pull over Leto when it comes to stealth. Given that Leto can just literally hide in any dark corner and be blissfully unawares. So you can track him. You can track them down to probably not the cafe. I think it would take you a while. You can probably track them down to the shelter where they're doing
that's
humanitarian work.
Yeah. That scans for multiple reasons. So I imagine she would have messaged Morgan. It wouldn't have been anything particularly interesting.
No.
It would have just been like a kind of just generic check-in message, and then to have no response is when she then goes and
actively
look around to try and find them. And then I imagine because she has links to the humanitarian aid that's going on in Camden, that's how she kind of
yes. Like, I forget you do have links as well, don't you? You both have links to it.
So she'll dot it all together, work out where they are, kind of observes them for a bit.
So they're spending time with Alex, who is about 20, 21. They use all the pronouns. Depends on the day, and they just tend to use all of them and whatever people refer to them as at the time. They're about 5'9", blonde hair in a tied back. They style it differently every day. I'm going to say this. They are very clearly trying to flirt with Morgan, but Morgan's not picking up on it.
Okay.
Which is something that's worth, like, if you'd have watched them for some time, you would have gone, Oh my god.
I mean, from Leto's point of view, this is like the elevator all over again.
Yeah.
But the difference is, in that situation, like Morgan was initiating it.
Yeah.
Here, Morgan's not picking up on the fact that this mortal's been they both believe in their cause and they're both doing good things for other people. Like they're serving food at this shelter. Like it's one of the many things that Alex does. But like Alex is clearly like been like hitting on Morgan all evening, and Morgan's just like, here you go, here's your soup. just like completely out of it. The ironic thing is that when Morgan is trying to flirt with every kindred alive for manipulation, when humans try and do it with Morgan, Morgan does not pick
Does
up
not
on
register it at all.
Yeah.
Fair enough. What was the second thing that Leto wanted to do?
She hungry.
She hungry. She hangy.
Hangy.
Right. Remind me, because you are a special one, you have to break into somebody's house, don't you?
Yes, they have to be asleep.
They have to be asleep.
Good thing I woke up all my humans.
I would say that give me a... Where is it? Where are you, Roll20? I still can't remember all of the combinations off the top of my head. I still have to consult the character sheet. Give me dexterity plus larceny. Break into someone's house. And you get break in as an extra dice anyway. DC 3. Da-da-da-da.
That is 3.
Perfectly fine. Camden is full of like apartments / flats. Just like the majority of Camden is just that. So it's actually a lot easier than people think to actually break into places. Some people still keep their windows open a little bit, just enough for you to kind of like sling around the side and climb in. And given that most cameras around here just do not function, courtesy of Leto, you have no problem like scaling up a fence and then grabbing on someone's windowsill and climbing yourself in. There's this male, like dark black hair, lying in bed, asleep. Doesn't wake up. It's completely unaware of your presence. I don't even think you really need to roll for him to resist because he's asleep. There'll be nothing he can do even when you start. So the question is, do you just want to take a sip and slake 1, or do you want to get the maximum amount you can do without killing them, which is 2? 2. Yep, okay, you take a nice, non-harmful slurp. Leto's Capri Suns. Just, you know.
They'll just end up with a bit of a headache in the morning. That's fine.
I think they come to at the end slightly, sort of like register it and then just sort of fall back to sleep again from the days of losing blood.
Well, if they even vaguely start to become conscious, then I imagine she'll just stop moving and just be completely still. At which point,
like,
it just looks like someone's kind of like
standing at the end of the bed. You can't
or like someone's like sleep paralysis demon or some shit. Like...
Yeah, like I don't think they're awake long enough to like register anything. It's like one of those where you wake up, like, you know when you wake yourself up and you turn in bed slightly just to like turn. It's like one of those to sort of wake up just enough to reposition themselves and then straight back to sleep again.
Cool.
And then Leto
what kind
can
of
slide
size is this person?
Size.
Yeah. Tall, short.
I'd say probably 6 foot, average build, average male build.
Okay.
Not particularly athletic, but I wouldn't say overweight either.
Cool. She's
Very
probably gonna,
average.
she's gonna grab like a shirt and some jeans or something off the floor before she leaves.
Yeah, whatever colour shirt and whatever colour jeans you want, we'll say are. But I know Leto has a thing for fashion choice. So you can pick up
Whatever I can
whatever you
get.
want. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Right. I think that's the night wrapped up. What I'm going to say before we go to break is everyone make me tomorrow's rouse check.
Ooh. Why would you say that?
This is where
Oh,
we go.
come on.
Okay.
Come off it.
See, Valerian's lucky because Valerian can just open the fridge and go, right, okay, I'll go. I can reverse this rouse check.
Well, yep.
It's Morgan that's got the bigger problem here.
Got it for once. I succeeded for once. It's great.
So that's a fail.
Oh,
no!
Dear me.
What are we at now?
3 hunger.
3.
Okay.
That's
okay.
still
I
bearable.
thought there was
can
more. Yeah.
use my powers until I absolutely fucking need them.
Welcome,
Oh my god.
welcome to the first hunger frenzy. Everyone step back because if you're a kindred, you're actually in more danger than the mortals.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Right. Now that we've done our checks, we'll go for our quick break. We'll be back about 9 o'clock-ish here, 10 o'clock on the continent. Go refill your drinks, go to the toilet, stretch your legs, and then we'll get this meeting underway, and I cannot wait for it. Because things are going to kick off. We will see.
No!
Yeah.
I just figured out what you're gonna do, you bastard!
What?
What am I gonna
no!
I don't.
Share with the class.
No! I think
We'll
you're
find
good.
out after
No?
the break.
Okay.
After the break.
Fine, okay. We'll see you
Okay.
then. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a good break.
Welcome, Raiders.
Yes, also welcome, Raiders. Thank you
Yes.
so much for
Hi,
following the
Bestie
raid.
Apollo. Hi, Bestie.
I hope you enjoyed my recap.
Ah.
Real bare minimum of what was absolutely needed.
Yeah, it's been a bit of an eventful one. We've had Valerian rugby tackle a girl to the ground and repaint her memories.
What? I have
to
no
be-
idea what you're talking about.
I mean, to be fair, it was warranted. She was recording you both.
I mean,
So, as this interim night comes to a close, Valerian gets another text on their phone from the same number that sent the text the night previous, from the seemingly, as we're now calling them, French people. That is their now official dubbed faction. Then are the French people.
fucking French.
Look, I'm British.
It's always the fucking
always the
French.
French. So, the text simply comes through and says, "We understand if you're a little bit apprehensive. I would be too. We can meet on perfectly neutral ground." And then there's like a, that's it. And then you can see like the ... that they're typing. And red or white?
Fuck off.
Red, of course.
Well, there goes the red dice.
Oh,
Where did
come
that go?
on.
Where did that go? No, okay.
I'm sure that's good.
That is.
Yeah, that's
It won't
certainly the
fully dis-
universe telling me something.
It was a 1, by the way.
Re-roll it. If it was good, keep it.
Right, I've got the dice. Right. High or low?
Hi.
You can pick the location.
Oh, let's fucking go.
I will say that if you failed that, the next text to come through was just the word catacombs.
Oh no.
Um,
So it will take him a while to text back.
Mhm.
But when he eventually does, the text will read, "We can talk. So, the hotel has been burned down, yes?
yes, the hotel's been burnt down. Well, the hotel's been burnt. Whether it's been fully burnt to the ground, you don't know. You just know that it was set on fire.
Do I know if there are still vampires of Quinn roaming around there?
Oh god, yeah. Quinn's gonna have like lookouts. Like you're not gonna willingly burn down your own hotel and then not keep an eye on it.
I guess so. I
Um,
guess I don't want to go there then. So, what would be like a neutral ground? Well, Valerian's domain is neutral, but like,
Yes, it depends how close you want to bring them to you. You could use the Captain Roger's old headquarters. That's now been vacated.
yeah, I
You
guess.
could use the Shard if you want to go closer to them.
No,
Um,
that's their territory. That's not neutral. That's not neutral at all. I will.
London
use
Bridge.
the- Oh.
Dom's apartment.
Oh my god. Actually, London Bridge sounds fucking dramatic and cool, and I will do that. And
So
so,
we'll swap it. Not London Bridge. We'll do Tower Bridge. That's even more
oh,
dramatic.
even more dramatic. Yes.
We'll do the Skyway of the Tower Bridge because a lot of people don't know there actually is a Skyway bridge going across. You can use.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
You're right.
There
I've
is-
been there several
Break in.
times.
It's on limits, right? It's the maintenance access.
No, they open
have
it.
to
They
break
open it to the
in.
public every now and again. It's a.
Not,
It's
not at like
Not at that time of night. You would have to break in, but it is
Yeah.
it is usable. Although security's not exactly tight around the bridge.
While we're
Let's
talking
just-
about London and London architecture, the catacombs in Camden are not catacombs.
No, they're like
They are sewage systems.
yes,
They are unused tunnels that easily flood.
yes.
Love it.
Not
It's the
actual catacombs.
it's the perfect place to hide.
I just
Weird
wanted to
that
make
I
it
can
known
run out of fucking-
that if you're going to Camden, you can't get in them in the first place, and don't go looking for bodies. There aren't any bodies there. Not saying that I've
Aw.
put bodies there. Don't tell the police.
Aww.
Okay.
damn it.
Okay.
Anyways, the
You-
text will read.
Yep. Go on.
We can talk. Tower Bridge. Do I do tonight or do I do?
That's up to you.
Tomorrow night?
You have time. Like the meeting with Quinn and everyone else you're inviting isn't going to take forever.
Forever,
So
exactly.
you could break away.
However, it would have to be like significantly later, since I would want to have Dom drive me home, and then
Okay.
uh, because I don't want them to be like, I don't want them to be suspecting anything. I want this to be like pretty secret. So I will give them a time like pretty close to sunrise.
Okay. About three,
Yeah,
4.
so around 3 a.m. Yeah.
Okay. You get a text back pretty quickly. They agreed. We'll leave our boys at home if you leave yours.
Valerian's on their side.
Mhm.
Valerian's typing thing will show up pretty long. And then it will just send fine.
Okay. And that's where we'll leave it. No other
Awesome.
message comes through. So we've had our rounds checks the next day. And we now have the day of the meeting. So we have invited Quinn to this meeting. If I remember correctly, we texted practically every leader in London to this, if I remember correctly, with the exception of Kitt, because everyone thinks Kitt's dead.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I thought this was just a meeting with Quinn because they haven't decided whether to do the mass meeting again yet. You wanted to have a conversation with Quinn first.
That's true.
True.
You are
Yeah,
right about
yeah.
that.
Okay.
I think that's what this is. I think
Okay.
you
Yeah, so
have-
it's just you and Quinn.
You've messaged the other clans to
Mm.
get out
Yes.
of Dodge because
Yeah.
they're all under threat, apart from the ghosts because no one
knows where they are.
But it's specifically this meeting is just with Quinn,
okay.
Yeah.
and
True.
And then you were going to bring up the subject of potentially redoing the Accord.
Hmm.
Okay.
because Quinn is mostly probably dead, and even if they did show up, would be freaking you powerless. So like, you have free reign to do whatever you want.
Okay. Do you bring everyone else with you, Valerian?
Yes.
Yes? Awesome. We're going to paraphrase a little bit to start. You arrive there first. Probably on, I'm going to say you probably meet this time on the edge of the catacombs, not as deep as where Kitt decided to go stay. And it takes about 10 minutes before you see anyone turn up.
Do we have a game plan here?
I do.
Okay, right. So, do you want to handle all the talking, or do you want, I don't know, assistance? I know you're getting senile in your old age.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I can do a lot of talking. I've done so for the last, what, about, I don't know, 70 years.
Exactly.
So that's good. I can talk.
So you just need me for my muscle then? Then I'll just hang out on
Well,
the
you
sides.
can hang out. If I need you, I will most certainly call for you, for sure.
Right. So if I stood by the entrance and watched the entrance, you wouldn't have any problem with that.
No.
Right. Then Morgan is going to stand near the accent to keep
Okay.
an eye out on if anyone
Everything's
else is
going on.
coming,
Okay.
but able to hear the conversation.
Okay, that's fine. Quinn doesn't arrive first. Her bodyguards, if you like, arrive first, just to make sure that this is legit. And you see sort of Quinn coming down next. She's not wearing, like, I think every time we've seen Quinn's always wore quite expensive clothes. From like the tight-fitting red dress from the ball to the sort of designer clothes she wore out of the blood bank. This time she is in very baggy trousers, like almost combat boots, and kind of a loose-fitting t-shirt. Kind of very au casual, especially for Quinn. Like, this is not normally Quinn's wheelhouse, but I think right now wearing flashy clothes is the last thing she's kind of thinking of right now. I imagine, knowing Valerian is now wearing his black on silver suit.
As Quinn comes in,
Mhm.
Morgan's like, Steve Quinn, so you got my text message then?
She smiles. Oh, child, don't worry. And sort of like pats you on the shoulder and then just carries on walking. She's not being overly dismissive, but you're not the reason she's here. Kind of.
If Valerian
Mhm.
controls London, who controls Valerian is the real question. Have fun, Quinn. I'll try and make sure no one kills us. Or
You
maybe I'll just leave.
do you. I think that's all we can ask.
In you go.
Quinn enters, sort of sees Valerian in the suit, and it's just like, I should have known that even in days like this, you'd still be wearing nice attire.
Yeah. Oh. I'm just not gonna say anything
And
about your
no,
attire. Okay?
no, it's fine. This is a conscious fashion choice. If I go around wearing my normal flashy, showy clothes, I just pop up on, people's radars quicker. I mean, I've even ditched the Mercedes. I
It looks
used
dreadful,
I
darling.
used a Ford, one of those stupid Ford little tiny cars. What are they called? Focuses? Foci? Something, I don't know. I use one of those things. They're tiny. They're cramped. I'm not used to this, but it's better to not raise attention right now.
Dreadful.
So you heard about the Ravagers then?
I was there when it happened. Yes.
Okay. What were you doing there?
Trying to prevent it from happening.
Because I don't like saying this, but if I was a person to put commonalities together, You were there trying to warn them about the attack on the warehouse, and the attack on the warehouse happened. You tried to warn us about the attack on the hotel. The attack on the hotel happened. If I was a conspiracy foil-wearing nut, I might draw the conclusion that you were behind it. But as I said, that's only if I wore a hat. I don't wear hats. They're not good for the head.
Before this continues, I'm gonna use Sense the Beast, if that's okay. Passively.
Yeah.
To detect incoming threats.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've rolled for it. I've got 3 successes.
Yeah, that's fine. You're beast sensing. So, where did you find all this information? You don't just suddenly decide to know Valerian.
You're absolutely right. I will also heighten senses, by the way. I will turn that on. Okay, so
How much do you want to say? How many
say?
cards do you want to reveal? Did you bring any of the files as well?
no.
No.
No, we did not bring the files.
Okay.
No, that would be stupid. Right, so what was her question again? Hold on. Let me do it again.
So her question was, how did you find out about all this?
I see. So we found out about the Ravagers because our good friend Morgan over there just decided to walk in and have a little conversation with Kitt, which, of course, is
Stupid.
fine.
Let's talk what it is. That was stupid. Why
It's,
do you think I never gave them my number?
it's fine, but you know, it wasn't the greatest idea.
No.
However, it did help us with getting most of the Ravagers out of there while the raid was actually happening.
Okay. Okay, that's... So you
Now, how did-
stumble upon the plan to
Yes.
attack the warehouse. Okay, that tracks. How did you find out about the attack from the hotel?
How did we find out about that again? How did we get a text from the French being like, we know where you are?
It was all
No.
the files.
Morgan
Oh,
and Leto have gotten
Yes.
all the information outside of your fucking plug bag business.
Yep.
How dare you? Everything was been done by these 2 feet on the ground getting shit done. We
Yeah.
figured out where they were and broke into their goddamn apartment. That's what happened.
well, you're so
Lita
good
and
at that.
Morgan-
Well done. Good
Lisa and
job.
Morgan got information done.
I'm so proud of you. Is that what you wanted?
That's Callum. That's not Morgan. Morgan's seeking it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll a resolve check.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
Uh,
god! Well, I'll continue after that.
Annoyingly, that was a success.
God. Okay. Thank God. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
So yeah, it was the deep dive on all the files after they were taken out of the apartment. Going through them, you found the attacks, or you found the battle plans for how to invade each of their headquarters. You found files on all of them, logo, Scarly. You found like the whole trove of like what they knew. You see where Quinn's coming from?
Yes.
She's
no, of
extremely
course.
suspicious about how all of the sudden, moments before they had set fire to their own hotel, you knew.
Of course. But also, that makes me question why did she set fire to the hotel in the first place? When she didn't even know that there was a plan to attack her. Or did she?
I believe
So-
from the text, it was insinuated that they saw the attack coming at the last moment, and rather than having a raid, their response was to set fire and retreat. So basically,
So
the police were coming in, and as they came in, they ignited the hotel and ran out the back.
Hmm.
It's kind of unlike Kitt, Quinn is more prepared for an evacuation.
Hmm.
Quinn took Alexander's advice of filling the fire alarm things with flammable liquid.
Oh
So
my
all you have to do
God.
is pull the fire alarm and light the place on fire.
Oh my God. All right, so she's on my ass about this. Valerian is gonna try and turn it around
Okay.
and absolutely ask the question of like, let me ask you a very fair question. How did you know to set fire to the building if you did not know there was an attack?
Because I didn't know there was an attack. All I know is that we have scouts positioned around the hotel whose sole job is to watch out for build with activity. The police were stupid enough, as they normally do, to form up several streets away before launching a raid. Therefore, once we got word that the police were gathering near the hotel, we prepped our retreat plan. And the moment they pulled up onto the driveway of the hotel, instigated it. We practice it all the time. It's literally a fire evacuation.
True.
What I'm more concerned about, Valerian, is how you knew. I suspect you're holding out on me. And I don't want to have to make you tell me. I respect you enough to give you the chance to do it on your own. Yes, Leto?
I think when Quinn says like insinuates that they would force Valerian to tell the information, I think Leto would have like snorted. Like she was trying to like stop herself from laughing. Up until this point, she has been in the shadows.
Yeah.
So she's just this darkness just goes at the implication that she would try to force Valerian to reveal the info.
With that, okay.
I think Valerian will look back at the shadows, like, but amused, like, because he also knows that she's not gonna do that.
From further away, she's bluffing.
Oh my God.
There's no sense of wanting to harm you just yet.
Oh my God. So I will say Quinn.
Yes.
My dear. Aren't we always holding out on each other? Always have been. So please, don't be surprised that I'm withholding some of the cards for myself. Look, to put your mind at ease, a trusted source told me that there were going to be some attacks on different groups. How they found out? No idea. I was not there.
Of course you weren't. You wouldn't get your fingers murked in that shit.
No, of course not. And I had better business to attend to, you know.
I appreciate our games, Valerian. They keep me on my toes. They keep me at my best. But they're usually harmless. It's just little tidbits of information. This is serious. This is potentially an extinction level event for us here. If there is someone trying to fuck with me, I want to know everything you know so that when they cross my paths again, I can grab them by their petty throat and crush them.
Look, Quinn. You're right. And I feel the same way. However, this is the Inquisition we're talking about. Do you think that you will be able to cut off the head of the snake that easily? I don't think so.
So what do you propose we do?
I propose we have another meeting with every single one of our factions. We need to go over security matters, and we need to make sure that everyone's ass is covered.
And let me guess, the person to run these arrangements would happen to be you.
Well, as a neutral party, I wouldn't mind giving myself up to do that.
Or
Go on.
Valerian can
I
stop
close.
fucking lying to you.
And what do you mean? And
The Inquisition is not your only fucking problem. I thought you'd have figured it out yourself if you'd actually done any work to investigate your own destruction. The drug trade, right? Someone's been fucking with it?
yes, we were investigating
yeah.
it. We didn't get to the bottom of it.
No, of course you didn't, because that's what I did. So much for little old Morgan, is it?
Go on.
Val-
Go on.
Valerian
What
ain't
is this
telling you the
like?
whole picture.
Okay,
Camarilla
then
in town.
as you kind of mentioned that, her left fist balls. Okay. Camarilla.
They're manipulating the Inquisition somehow. They managed to get hold of information on how to defeat all of you because for some reason you decided to take back London and take back all the same locations from the past.
A lot of them were redone. They had everything we needed already there. It made sense at the time. We
The
have...
Inquisition pre-done plans to fuck you.
All right, I get it. It was a security breach. However, unlike the Ravagers, we actually branched out. We are not down by any means of the word. We just lost a very fancy hotel. I have many more assets spread around the entire of East London.
For now.
Yeah, you have to admit it was pretty dumb.
As I said, it was convenient when we first moved back. It was never intended to be permanent, and the hotel was nice. It was kind of a bit of history. It was nice to kind of hold on to it.
So what we've learnt here today is that you can't trust Valerian, but you can trust, for example, myself. or my companion in the shadows.
And
And we've also learned
so
we can't trust you to do your business correctly. So if we're going to hold an accord, which I think is the best for everyone right now we know all the threats on the table. Isn't that right, Valerian?
no, I don't
Shut
think
up.
we do.
Is that we allow the neutral party of the four of us to arrange things. What do you think?
I think Valerian is not going to let you walk over him like that. And I think
don't
Valerian
think
will.
Quinn is either.
I can roll a persuasion if you fucking like.
I think.
Can
Go on.
Dom
Let's say Dom.
roll an intimidation against Morgan to get them to stop? I don't know what that would go against. But...
Oh, that's a
You've
little crazy.
you've got a point. I would
don't know.
say if we're going to make it opposed, I would say that from Morgan's side, it would be a resolve check plus possibly resolve plus persuasion that convince to set the DC. If you want to actively intervene to
We'll
intimidate
try.
Morgan.
At least. I don't know what the DC would be, but
By the way, since Morgan started talking, Valerian seems to be emanating heat.
Just
I wouldn't have to if you weren't fucking lying to Quinn for like seemingly no reason.
What? Yeah, no, yeah, seemingly no reason. Yeah, you fucking.
You're clearly pissing off. You're clearly pissing off them. Listen, I think Morgan's completely in the right here for like going. I've had enough of this shit.
okay.
I rolled 3 resolve checks to make sure Morgan didn't stand in. I mean, I
think
failed
Morgan
the
is
last
just
one
a little,
miserably.
it's just a little peckish. It's just a little hungry. I
What?
think little baby's a little hungry.
I can roll that. So I'm
Yeah, roll
not to convince the situation, but to resist.
to resist
Dom's
attempt at intimidating you. Yeah.
Okay.
Resolve plus persuasion, I'd say.
Okay. Oh dear. Okay, that's 4 successes.
Okay. So you would then need to do for you. You want to intimidate? I would say.
Yes, there's charisma intimidation.
I would say.
I think it was that wasn't that what I did last time with.
I want to say
with
within you was
Shannon?
charisma plus intimidation. Yeah. Because
I
you're
think it
not
was,
you're
and then-
you're not trying to physically intimidate. You're
No,
kind of trying
no.
to socially intimidate.
Do I get any of my shit? Hang on.
I
No,
think
I
you
don't think-
can
I don't
add the +1 from your beautiful. I think because it's a charisma. It's a charisma style check.
You're right. Hang on. So intimidation.
Can I argue
Oh,
that
God.
you should lose a die? Because Morgan's already almost killed you once and doesn't consider you a threat in any way.
I can
That's
I
the
can
whole
ditch
character.
I can ditch the beautiful
Morgan
die
thinks
that
about
one.
Dom.
Okay, ditch
Yeah,
the beautiful
I can.
die.
Yeah,
That
right.
This is a backup meal, if need be.
So right. So 4. Hang on 1 second. Don't know if I'm gonna make it, but hello. Oh, that's a 3.
3 or 4.
Am I gonna will? I don't think I'm gonna go. I think it's just. I think Dom would
Okay.
just maybe. Yeah, we just sort of take a step forward and just like we had a truce, and just that probably doesn't phase Morgan, but at least just
Okay.
wants to sort of step in.
Like Quinn kind of like steps forward between like everyone in the center of this kind of group. Right. It is clear that none of you, well, First of all, Valerian, I thought your house was in order. Clearly it isn't. And
Clearly, it isn't. You're right.
At least he's got one.
then... Listen here, you insolent little shit. I have more power than you could ever dream of. The fact that you didn't have my number proves how fucking insignificant you are. Now, I appreciate the help. I appreciate pulling the guys off Valerian's lie, especially given the circumstances. I will give you a brownie point for that you can hold on to. But don't think for a fucking minute that just because you gave me one morsel of information that all of a sudden you can fucking leapfrog up the pyramid to the top. I have issues with Valerian. Yes, there are times I want to slap that fucker silly. And I'm sure it's a mutual relationship. And yes, it winds me up that he is so critical to this whole fucking thing, okay? It winds me up. I'm going to do a resolve check for Quinn. See if she can... Oh, fuck. She started getting a bit ranty. It winds me up, right, that I'm the eldest of the sires, yet somehow the young one ends up having more weight on the balance of power than the one that built everything from the ground up.
Wow. It does sound like someone's a bit cammy, isn't it?
And
Because I always thought the point of the Anarchs was to show a version where age isn't everything. It's based on ability, based on showing how we can lead, showing how to get an investigation done about how the Camarilla are invading the fucking city and using the Inquisition to wipe us all out. But
yes,
you are holding it all about age. So maybe you did know the Camarilla were in town. And maybe that's why your investigation hasn't got very far. Because actually, it serves your interests that they're here.
Oh, please, Morgan.
that has got to be the largest piece of fucking bullshit I've ever heard.
I'm going to roll an insight check.
Well, here's also the thing. What Valerian was going to say. Valerian just goes, you have known that the Ventru are at heart a Camarilla leaning clan. We have chosen to be under the anarchy. So please,
I mean,
losing this trust in my sister, I don't think so.
If you want to roll an insight,
I don't have a skill in it, but I feel fucking someone needs to.
do wits plus insight. Anyone who wants to do it, wits plus insight.
Yes, I can do that. I could. What's the DC?
I'm going to say it's 2 because she's so agitated that she's not actively trying to disguise or hide how she's feeling here. And
That is
anyone who goes over...
That's a full success. That's 5 successes for me.
What the fuck, girl?
The second one is
rolls.
It's so funny if Dom would be the only one clocking onto this.
I got a 2, but on Hunger Die, I still managed to get a 2.
Okay, so Morgan does succeed.
Oh, I'm rolling good for once.
I was gonna say Dom's on fire this session in terms of dice rolls.
It's like there's like something changed in them
This
after
isn't-
last time.
5. Okay, so
Also
5, and 2.
okay.
Okay. Quinn is being sincere
Right.
about not being Camarilla aligned. She doesn't want the Camarilla anywhere near. She was shocked when you mentioned them. She is not actively, she had no active knowledge from her body language about this. Where she gets pent up is more about Valerian personally and the relationship between them and their sire than it is about the group. She does uphold the idea of meritocracy over age, but to be a leader, she has to show off the aura of being in control. If anyone came up to her and said, I did a good thing, I want a reward, then every Tom, Dick, and Harry would start backstabbing each other to try and get a better result and therefore climb up the ladder. So to avoid a kind of corporate rat race with everyone in the group, she has to kind of... There is a hierarchy, and in order for the group to survive, she has to enforce it. So she is, you can tell she's grateful for the information, and that's why she's not actively actually gone and fucking attacked Morgan right now. But she's trying to lay down the law here. She appreciates it, she's not lying, but trying to push yourself forward in this way is probably only going to further agitate her.
I think maybe if Dom also got that, would just sort of step. I mean, he already stepped forward, like being like, maybe we should stop going at each other's throats and actually figure out what the fuck we're gonna do about this, because we're not gonna get anywhere if we're gonna turn on each other. That at least I know.
Wow, the walking masquerade breach actually spoke truth.
Quinn,
Yes.
be nice.
That was pretty nice. That was actually rather pleasant. That's nicer than anything I've said to him.
Okay. Right. Fine. A concordant. We're going to do it again, aren't we?
Yes.
In an attempt to try and seem like I give a shit about what everyone else is going through right now, fine. If I'm perfectly honest, I don't particularly care if the other three factions burn to the ground. It kind of makes taking over London a little bit easier if I'm the only one left.
Well, go ahead, Quinn. You know, go through the Inquisition, go through the Camarilla. I'm actively telling you to go and do it because you know what? You're right. You don't need anyone else. I want to watch this happen. Can I roll persuasion?
No, I'm shutting this down. I'm shutting this down.
Wait. She's clearly not listening to Morgan. So if Morgan is mocking her into doing the thing that she wants to do, then Morgan is trying to persuade her that Morgan actually thinks that thing, so she'll do the opposite.
You're trying to double bluff.
Yeah.
You're trying to reverse psychology.
I will actually tell you don't need to roll because it won't work. She's not taking Morgan seriously enough anyway. So even when they suggest the idea of, oh, go do it yourself, it's just immediately brushed away. I was being
That's the thing I don't want her to do.
I was being hypothetical, okay? It would be easier for me, but the problem is it introduces a new threat in its place. And then I have to deal with that threat with them already controlling 3/4 of London. So for now, it serves my purpose to be here and to be helpful and agree to the concordant. Lest we forget, I was the one that proposed the original. I put in the fucking legwork for the original. So let's not start turning around and saying that, oh, you know, Quinn is some big evil bad person that's going to try and screw over the whole of London for themselves.
Please, Quinn.
It's been stressful. You're insufferable. Morgan is... Have you considered tying Morgan out in the sun?
Oh,
It wouldn't be
so
a
many
bad
times.
choice.
So many times.
Many times.
Why do
many
you think
times,
I
Mala.
gave them my wrong number?
We understand. It's okay. Wow, you really are a bitch right now. Please, take it down a notch. We are here to talk about the concordance and nothing else.
Okay, fine. We need everyone else then. It can't just be us.
Of course. I have texted everyone that they should absolutely keep watch of themselves. I will get messages out today
Okay,
to get ourselves a date for a new concordance.
fine.
Good.
We'll do that. Until that date, do not, and I repeat, do not do anything that may agitate the people that are conspiring against us to do something. We have to rely on whatever surprise element we have left.
We don't.
We don't know what surprise we have. We don't know if this unseen enemy knows everything about us or just knows old information.
Oh, they know everything.
Yeah, we can pretty much just go off the assumption that they know.
Okay, then I need to leave because I need to start closing assets.
Yeah, you do.
Now.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Quinn. It was nice talking to you.
I would normally say it's nice talking to you too, but next time we talk, can you get that fucker, and he's pointing to Morgan, a muzzle? Their voice is insufferable.
I wish I could. And I promise that I will not do anything to agitate the enemy, as I have my fingers crossed behind my back.
Okay, how many people can see that?
I would like to see that, but
We
I
all
don't.
know.
I think we all know. We know,
We're all
yeah.
doing it. We're all
I mean-
doing it like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
everyone knows that fuck Quinn.
okay.
Fuck Quinn.
She sort of like waves her hand dismissively, kind of. I think deep down she knows that what she just said is not worth like the words that came out of her mouth. She begins to walk up the stairs to go back up to the upper level, and she's just muttering under her breath, "Fucking Camarilla. Fucking, what are they doing back here?" And then you sort of see once they go out of sight, where I think Quinn thinks you can't hear her, but obviously sound echoes down here. You kind of hear this ruffling of fabric, and you hear like a gasp from someone else. I want all four of them fucking tailed. If they leave Camden, I want to know. Especially with Valerian's heightened senses. You'd get that perfectly, but the echo's there that like most people can kind of work it out. I also want to know how the fuck the Camarilla got back. Find out who they are and let me know. I did not spend years trying to build a new London in my image for someone else to come in and claim it.
They probably came on the Eurostar. They're French.
And at that point, you just hear the scuffling of footsteps and no response.
And then you hear me say, "Thanks, Morgan. You're great help."
Listen. I let you run that negotiation for so long. Why the fuck didn't you tell them the Camarilla was in town?
Because I didn't want her to know.
Why?
Because I think it's a great card to have for yourself.
That card is a security risk to any concordant you try and put together. If one Camarilla agent manages to investigate what's going on and Quinn doesn't know about it, Quinn can invite the Camarilla in.
Maybe I wanted to keep the element of surprise. You know? Concordance and then roll it out like it was nothing. You know? Maybe I wanted everyone at once to know.
Maybe now is not the time for such dramatics.
Fine.
The concordance your shit. I won't be there if you don't want me to be. In fact, I don't want to be there, so I won't.
Good.
But Jesus Christ, you have no idea what's at risk here. It seems you're playing your own little games. We need to stop playing games and work together collectively.
Anything else?
We're sure we need Quinn alive. I mean, we could just no, never mind.
I look to Dominic.
Mhm.
Anything?
Like I said, now is not the time for dramatics, and like Morgan said, no, that's not the time for games. We need to work together. Everyone needs to be on the same page. That includes Quinn. As annoying as that maybe is. You can... Full respect, Valerian. You can continue to play your games once this is sorted, but now you have to put your ego aside.
Or at least play the game so I don't notice. Like Leto is. Whatever Leto's up to, fucking in the shadows. I don't know fucking what they're up to, but it's not in my frame of vision, so I don't fucking care. Be stealthy, would you?
Speaking of, I look towards Leto or towards the shadow.
Shadow.
Anything to say?
I'm doing like Leto's just doing like finger puppets. Like trying to work out if she can work out a way where she can get her fingers into a light position so that they appear on the wall. She's been listening, but she's not directly paying attention to the conversation anymore. So yeah, when you look over to her, you can see her doing this because she's not really bothered anymore. And she'll just look over at you like,
Anything else you have to say?
Well, I think that we need to remember, if by going off the zeitgeist of how everyone's feeling and talking right now, there's like one big bad that we're all trying to rally against, then we need to decide who that is. And I think that although the enemy of my enemy is my friend, that doesn't mean they're technically our ally. So assuming that Quinn is on our side and that we should just give her everything, that's a weak link.
Thank you, Leto, for understanding that and for truly knowing how relationships work, you know.
If Quinn doesn't even know what the playing field is, they can't prepare, so they are a useless ally. If we can get them to be an ally, and if they're not knowing what's going on, it makes them worse than an ally, it makes them worse than an enemy, it makes them a barrier.
Well, they
Also,
can
who's
still
to
be a
say that-
barrier.
I mean, who's to say that Quinn isn't going to tell everyone else that the camera isn't down before you do, Valerian?
And who's to say that Quinn isn't actively going to get in the way of us trying to destroy this Camarilla link? I mean, I get it, Morgan. You don't want people to be playing their silly little games, but at the end of the day, everyone is. And so you can't just tell people to stop, because everything they think about will be included in those silly little games that are actively happening against us too.
Say we didn't tell them the Camarilla are in town, huh? Who reaches out first? Us or the French?
Oh, it's too late for hypotheticals, isn't it?
Good. At least we're on the same page about that. Now, come on, Dom. We need to get you prepared to be a special agent.
What?
Come with me, please.
Fine. And walks off.
Wait, I
Good
realised
morning,
that
I
we're
guess.
the only two with cars. Does anyone need a lift back?
Well, honestly, I will say actually, Dom didn't drive his new car here, because he's not gonna get any car involved with vampire shit anymore. So we'd probably
I
just
realise I'm the only one with a car. Is anyone
Yeah.
want to lift back?
yeah. I
I'll
suppose.
call Marcus.
I actually can't. I don't think I can go back to Necropolis now, can I? Now that I've left.
I'm going to drop you off at the theatre.
What do I don't even know if they're in today.
Yeah, but you're going to sleep there.
What? Wait, what?
We need them to believe that you're on the out.
They went right. I can do that.
You need to convince them that you need them more than they need you.
How do I do that though? Do you want? I think last time, I think you said that I shouldn't pretend like I'm no longer with Valerian.
No, but if you're on the out, they'll try everything in their power to get you on side, including letting go any information that could be useful.
Right.
If you come along and you're already on their side, they don't need to tell you anything. But if they are desperate to get you out of the situation and you're resisting, they'll give you all those little crumbs.
All right. I can do that. I was saying to Valerian earlier that people tend to underestimate me, and I take advantage of that quite a lot. I can do that with them.
Exactly.
Right. I can do that. Sure.
Okay.
So the both of you leave.
I mean, yeah, everyone else isn't get it right.
Exactly. And so I will turn to Leto once they have left. Thank you.
What for?
For understanding how I work. Most people don't.
I mean, I wouldn't thank me yet. I don't really think that meeting got us anywhere.
I don't think so either.
Right.
Will you be going home after this?
I'm not really sure, considering I'm apparently going to be tailed.
Well, best of luck to you. Stay out of... well, rather stay in the shadows.
Oh, I will. My advice to you is to do the same. Apparently the cameras are rigged up for the Inquisition.
Awesome.
That means the other guides too, probably.
Good. Good to know. Even
Right.
though we don't talk much, Leto, I appreciate your place in this coterie.
Where is that? Wait. Where do you think that is?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay, so I'm not quite as in the good books as Marcus. Got it.
No, I'm sorry. Goodbye, Leto.
Bye.
And I will exit the catacombs.
Exit stage left.
Yes.
Right. There's one last thing I want to do. Because after this session, as you know, we have the guest episode. Then we have break. And then when we come back after that, Blue won't be with us, if I remember correctly. It's 3 weeks you're off, I want to say.
Ugh, too many questions. I don't know.
That's what I had written in my planner.
If you are there.
3. Yeah,
Three, yeah.
3.
Because I have another plan for that. So this will be the last time we're here as a big group. So I'd like to do one last thing. Since we might as well wrap the night up.
Well, I still have a meeting.
Exactly. That's where I was going to. It's about a couple of hours after the meeting with Quinn. I think the Quinn meeting happens quite early in the evening. You making out of Camden. Quinn hasn't had time to assemble tails just yet. So I think you're able to get out. Don't have to worry about, are we being followed? And you make your way to the Tower Bridge. Just as the instructions stated in the message, up on the sky deck, or sky bridge, you walk out. It's kind of like diagonally shaped glass going that way with a walkway down the middle. You stand alone for 2 or 3 minutes, and behind you from the elevator that goes up, walk out 2 people. One male, one female, nobody else. They're both wearing heeled boots. The kind that, you know the ones with like the leather ones are kind of like they go up and then they have the covers that come down on them. The female's wearing a kind of embroidered dress. I'm gonna say Latilla, but not that to that kind of level, but that kind of style. The male's wearing a white shirt with a velvet blue silk waistcoat. Very nice bow tie. Hairstyle wise, the girl is blonde wavy locks. The male's got a more extreme hairstyle, sort of half shaved left, half long on the other side, in this kind of neon blue. Like, his outfit's been coordinated clearly off the colour of his hair. This is a white and blue outfit. Because I learned Inez's weakness last night. Make the villains hot.
How dare you? How dare you?
They walk forward slowly. They are clearly being defensive. They are cautious. They don't know what you're going to do. When they get within 10 paces, they stop. I'm so glad you joined us, the male starts. I worried that after your little stunt a couple of nights ago that you might be preparing some rash step. Don't try to play too coy. We know you have the files. We know you know what we know. But what I want to start off by saying is, that's not everything. If you think that by taking those files, you have gained an upper hand or you think that you can work out our tactic, I would implore you to disregard that. That is only the third of the files we recovered. We have a lot more information. At that, you sort of see the female is looking very uncomfortable at that statement. Rather, there's no point trying to act too tough. I mean, look at them. They sort of point at Valerian. No amount of hiding it is going to, or bluffing, is going to hide the fact that the third they took was the important third. Look, the woman continues. We didn't come here to start a bloodbath. We just came to remove a few pawns off the board and restore order. That means we have to find a route to that. And from our view, you may be the best person to achieve that. We're not here to kill you all. Why would we do that? That works counterintuitive to keeping us all alive. Or unalive, whichever you prefer. When we're done here, I mean, we'll succeed. Once, you know, all we have to do is send a message back to Au Paris, and the next flight into Heathrow can have far, far more of us. If it's a war that London so desperately wants, it's a war they'll get. But if you help us convince the leaders of London that Camarilla rule isn't that bad, that there are ways that this can work, there's a seat for you at the table. Bare minimum, the Venture are going to need someone on the council here. Bare minimum. We could even talk about Princeton. We're not staying after this is over, we're heading back to Paris. Someone's got to hold the keys. So, this is a one-time offer. Switch sides. Give us back the files. Help us restore order. Everything you've done will be forgiven, and you will be rewarded in some way. I do have a catch, and I don't like it, but we have to prove a point. You can look after, ascend, do whatever to anyone you want. You can mold London how you see fit, as long as it's under Camarilla umbrella. But the people who broke into our apartment, we demand be turned over as part of that agreement. That is something we can't forgive. We won't be made look like idiots. Normally, I would say have some time to think about it. But given that London is turning into a powder keg that's probably going to explode in the next few hours or so, I need you to make an answer now. You can say no. We won't stop you from leaving here. You can leave in the elevator down the other side. We won't follow you. We're honourable in that regard. But once you leave here, if you say no, the next time we see you, we will kill you. you have any questions, now is the time to ask them.
Oh, now it's my turn. God, you were talking for
Eh.
so long.
You sort of see that they look mock offended. What can I say? My voice sounds wonderful.
You look great, though. No shame. Of course.
Of course I do. Toreador have to look nice.
A Toreador. How nice. Good to know. Listen. I know that I am a Ventrumake. I know that I am supposed to be Camarilla. Your offer is very, very tempting.
And that's why you should take it. There is a fire coming, Valerian. You don't want to be standing on the wrong side of it.
He makes like a swing with his cane, which might make them flinch a little bit. And as he turns towards the Thames, looking out over it, he walks closer to the glass and starts touching it, tracing along the skyline of London. Having London for myself, it sounds very good. I've been fiending after it for over 70 years. Your conditions are interesting, to say the least. And my coterie members what do I say about them? They are an eclectic,
Reckless?
interesting, funny.
Please do not tell me that the only reason that you are about to decline this, because that's where this is going. I
Who
can
said
tell.
that about anything? Please, you are making assumptions.
Okay.
Once again, talking while I'm talk. You never stop talking. Please,
Okay.
be patient. Let me have a little bit of fun here. You've had yours, haven't you?
Okay. Have your fun.
It is an interesting group. It is the weirdest, most untrustworthy pieces of shit that I've ever worked with. However, I can't let them go. The reason I am declining this offer is not because of my coterie. It is because I am a neutral party and a revered person in London. If I were to give up that position, to work with the Camarilla, my head would be on a stake outside of any other domain. You are a foolish bunch for thinking I would ever go along with anything a Camarilla has to say. Under anarchy, we work best.
I hoped it hadn't come to this. I really don't. I could have it's not within my nature, our nature, to go around and start killing fellow kindred. Like Anarch or Camarilla, like it. Yes, we manipulated the Inquisition into doing some dirty work to soften up some targets for us. But we are just as aware of how dangerous they are.
Yeah.
There is a
And I
war
know.
coming, and now, because of you refusing to work with us, it's going to be a three-way war. Statistically, not a lot of us are going to survive that. It's fine. It's fine. We're honorable. You can walk away.
I know it isn't in your nature to kill other vampires or to start a war. However, that's why it's so fun to see you do it. I bid you good night.
Okay. Walk from this. But the second those elevator doors close at the end of that skyway, you are a marked enemy of the Camarilla.
He's already like started walking away, and as the words of becoming a marked Camarilla come to them, he's pushed the button, the elevator doors open, he steps in and he goes, "Darlings," as if there hasn't been a huge target on my back this whole time. Mwah. And the elevator doors close.
As the doors close, this man and woman look very offended, like offense plastered all over their face. One of them pulls their phone out, makes a call. The plan didn't work. Send in the Justicars. And that is where we're going to leave tonight.
Send in the clowns.
No, that's what
Honestly, the fun part is I wouldn't have been I was like literally waiting like, is Valerian gonna accept or no? Because honestly, it wouldn't have surprised me.
No, of course.
And
That's
Leto
why I
was
was so-
beaming thought processes across to you, like, do it. Do it. Do it. Go
I
on.
thought you were going to hand over Morgan.
Well,
not
that's
Leto.
I also had a feeling, yeah.
well.
the
no.
irony is, if
I
you'd
was
have
gonna
actually,
hand over.
yeah,
I was gonna hand over both of them except for Tom.
like
Yes.
Dom wasn't asked for.
no, Dom wasn't asked for. It was
No,
only
but-
Morgan and Leto. The interesting thing is, if you'd have actually, in my notes, if you'd have actually kicked up a stink about Leto and Morgan being the sticking point in the deal, they would have negotiated and dropped that as a condition, on the condition that neither of them were allowed any positions of power.
Well, I couldn't
But-
promise that either. But,
But
no, it was more fun making fun of the Camarilla and saying "fuck you." It was so fun. I love that. Thank you
And
for that.
I like how I've just got the chat, so it's on a delay, and Anna was just like, "How is this man straight?" I mean, he isn't. Is the answer? He isn't straight.
Well, who knows?
Denial. The Nile's a river in Egypt.
Yeah, your husband is gay. He's a homo.
I was like, if I make them hot, maybe Inez is innate. I have to like them. Like, and I really last night had to go, do I steal that name of that character?
Olivia, oh god,
yeah.
don't do it. Don't you dare.
I was like, no, I'm not going to do that.
I'm so obsessed with him. We can't do it. We can't do it. We
I was
can't
like,
do it. We
that's
can't
how
get
you
into it.
bend. That's how you mentally break Inez to do what you want them to do.
Exactly, because then I wouldn't have said. I would have said, yeah, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I wouldn't have.
Oh, I love being evil sometimes.
Listen, you took yourself off the eat list. You put yourself right back on top of it.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a
But
big list now.
I was on it already. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
I was on it on several people's eat list. Have been for so many years. He's not scared. He knows people are coming for him.
And
He also
now
knows he's untouchable.
no one no one is safe anymore. Thank you so much everyone for being here. It has been a wonderful night. Next week we have another guest special episode. Apollo is once again joining us. We are bringing Gali back. We are going to explore the tagline I have at the moment in my notebook is literally when Gali met Dom.
Oh my god.
Taking two very clueless people and having Valerian babysit them.
Look, if you need another person who is absolutely too hot and too dumb to handle a situation, I have just a character. You know, don't worry about it. I can pull them up. We can have 3 dumb bitches.
3 brain cells.
3 brain cells.
3 brain cells.
1 brain cell between
Yeah,
3.
one between 3 in a nightclub in London. It has been amazing. I'm going to let everyone say their goodbyes. Let us know where we can find you once more. I'm going to do reverse order that we started, so that means that Blue is up first, if you're not busy writing notes.
No, I didn't do a huge amount. I didn't
Fair
need
enough.
a lot of note making because I wasn't involved in a lot of it. The rest is just in my brain. Yeah, hi, I'm Blue. I have been Blue. I will continue to be Blue. Hopefully. You can find me online on Sanguis Blue on pretty much all forms of social media, where I put up pictures of me doing costumes for things like LARP and cosplay and makeup and reenactment and TTRPG games where I dress up sometimes. And I will hopefully at some point put up the photos of the armor that I've been making over the last week or so.
Please, we need to see it.
We do need to see. We do need to see. Anna.
Hi, I am Anna, or Riley, whichever you prefer. I use they, them pronouns, and you can find me anywhere at Peculiar Planets. I currently don't have anything interesting to share. I write tabletop content, I write comics sometimes. You can follow my work online. I think that's it.
Inez.
Hi, I have a new outro.
You're dumb.
I've practiced something new because it's a little closer to my little brand that I have going. So I will perform it for you now. Hi, my name is Inez. I use she, her pronouns, and I am your succubus girlfriend with your consent. Ain't that great? Anyways, you can find me everywhere on the internet at XXSuccubusGF or just SuccubusGF. My face is everywhere. It's very easy to find me. That's still the same. Most active is my Blue Sky, my TikTok, and I guess my fucking X, where I only post when I go live on my Twitch channel. So please, yes, I am also a Twitch streamer of my own. Follow me. It's gonna be very fun. We've been playing a lot of Genshin Impact these days since there's a new area out and there's a lot of quests that I can go through, and we can have a lot of fun Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney like gameplay. It's very interesting and very fun. Kellum and Hedge have been there. It's very, very fun. So drop by, please. It's gonna be amazing. I have another vampire game I do on Fridays in the very early mornings. Well, very early mornings, 10 a.m. Central European Standard Time. So that's on the continent. Yeah, it's about thin bloods and having to bring back full-blooded vampires because what are we gonna do without him? And I play and I play a little man called Sobek, who was a thin blood Nosferatu, but has turned himself into a salubri. So yeah, very fun.
Tasty.
Very, very fun. And yeah, we're having some social intrigue. We're also having ourselves a little like alternate universe thing going on. It's very, very fun. Just come watch and be completely confused by the chaos that's going on.
I have watched so many episodes now, and I still can't begin to tell you what has actually happened. There are so many characters, and everyone's putting new masks on. Even halfway through like episodes, they're changing characters. It's like, right, so now you're Letitia, right? Okay, I'm keeping up with this, I think. And now, hang on, they're going back to an episode they did several chronicles ago, but they're now doing it with different. Okay, like, I know I make complicated plots on this sometimes, but I use that as my reference point to go. At least I can kind of read mine, and it makes sense. There's clearly something there that I'm missing.
Yeah, no, yesterday was definitely one of those episodes like, oh, we're going back to a previous episode that we did so many chronicles ago, but as different characters and see them from a different perspective. So that was actually kind of fun, you know?
It was amazing to watch, but I cannot pretend to know what exactly is going on.
No one knows, don't worry.
I just nod and go, okay, that's a thing.
Awesome. That's it for me. I love you so much. Take care of yourself, please.
Last but not least, then, Callum.
Hello. I have been Callum, and I will continue to be Callum. You just won't see me. You can find me on the internet as Theatre Callum. Most places. I haven't got Blue Sky yet because no one sent me a code, and also Theatre Twitter in Wales hasn't decided where it's going yet. I'm like, guys, you need to fucking figure it out because I need to go there too.
If you want an invite code to Blue Sky.
Between last week and this week, we did an entire casting call for a new game starting in October. Hallows Vale, I'll be running here on the channel on a weekday that is still under discussion. I'm currently casting. The casting call has closed because I've had some amazing applications, and now I just need to like whittle it down to the players we're going to use. It's going to be a horror-themed campaign about a small town and the really messed up things that are going to happen there. It's been raining kids on bikes, and I cannot wait to share it with you all. And you'll get to see how I am as a horrible, horrible, horrible game master. Yeah, that's me. I've got nothing else on. I am looking for work. So if you have work, fucking send it over, because I've got no work for the rest of the year.
I mean, I'll just drop Lloyd Webber an email. It's fine. I'll get you something.
I never work for that prick. Do I have applied for I've applied for a job that like I really hope works out in my head, because if it's more hours than I think it is, I'm meant to be running a game from October.
Oops.
Yeah, that's me. You can find me on the internet with my Theatre Callum. I've got a blog that I haven't written anything for because I'm in the middle of writing a video essay that's going to make me lose my mind.
Oh, there we go. Do I do a dick move? Screw it. Why not?
Do it.
I was about to... No, that's evil. I was going to say I've got a new outro and then take Inez's old outro.
How dare!
Oh, no, that's pure evil. I can just see the glares coming through the screen. But I will make you suffer next time.
I think you should take it. I think you should take it as his new intro. Outro.
Wow.
That's a power move.
Yeah, that is a power move, but I
We're
can't.
gonna get out of here before chaos descends.
I
Get us out.
can't-
Get us out.
I
Hedge.
can't do that. I don't have the charisma to like pull off a power move like that. I've been Hedgehog, Hedgehog UK online, been most places. I can't go to places I'm not Hedgehog UK, except maybe the odd one, but you won't find me there really. In terms of stuff, it is just here. I am here doing Vampire till October, and then I am doing Teens in Space after that. I don't know what's coming first, horror or sci-fi. I think horror might just pip us to it because of scheduling. I think we're probably going to start mid-October. I think I have decided that it's better to delay until Anna is back from holiday rather than doing an episode episode ahead.
Just throwing all the
So-
plans away out of the window
Oh,
again.
No, it's fine. We have plenty of time to run it. I've nearly finished cast assembling. I've got to do one more invite, as a few things fell through. So we'll have more details on that probably in a couple weeks' time on the start date and all that and all the juicy good bits. That's it for me. Keep an eye out on Twitter, Blue Sky when I remember to actually update it, because we now do have a Misadventures League Blue Sky. We have a TikTok now and an Instagram, which Anna/Riley runs because I'm old, okay? I'm not hip anymore. I can't do the young hip
You
stuff.
can. You can.
That excuse does not play out when I am in the room.
Mentally, I'm about 44 years old. I look at TikTok and go, I don't understand this. But Anna understands it far better than me and has made some really nice snippets from the first episode. So go give us a follow over there, even if it's just to like all the videos and rig the algorithm in our favor.
Yes.
Because the TikTok algorithm is probably more brutal than the Twitter algorithm.
And save them, because that also helps.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Good to know.
save, comment, follow, share.
Everything.
It's just-
Everything. All the
Just press
buttons.
every button.
Yeah, if there's a button on TikTok you can press on our profile, our videos, press it.
Except what?
Yeah, except for-
Yeah, don't
For
press that one.
report.
You know, reporting really does help. With
No!
Uh,
I didn't want infamy, no!
That's how you get famous nowadays. You do something infamous, then you scream
true.
you're getting cancelled, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden you become even more famous.
That was Morgan this session, apparently.
Yeah.
Like, that
I didn't
was-
want empathy. I didn't want empathy. I just wanted to help. But you all decided to get on your freaking ego trips.
You
Don't
threw
get
down
it.
a firework in the middle
Yeah.
of the room, like,
like,
and then went, why don't you like it?
it's like, I'm going to set fire to this whole conversation. Why aren't you thanking me for doing this?
You wouldn't have had to set whole fire to your hotel if it would listen to me. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god, get us the hell out of here.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Get us out of here.
We will see you next Saturday. Stay safe, enjoy yourselves, and we'll see you then.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Mwah, 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 mwah.